book report.
Crazy and it's so obscene. You gotta know where to hide in the big machine. Say it sounds like TV on the radio, so push that sound. I wanna hear it in stereo. Do what you want, it's the will of the people. Nothing holds you back on that online radio. Ain't no love tonight in this city, and here I thought that we had gone steady. We're all
works
always. It relaxes me. I was flustered right there.
Absolutely,
Crocious.
man. Yeah, I could tell.
Things broke down very aggressively.
You know, but you can't. I mean, listen, dude. Got faith in your abilities. Within 10 minutes, it was resolved.
It felt like an hour.
Oh yeah, but don't. It's
Woo.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. I'm Keith Pazel. This is the show. I had a total collapse of audio. I'm using a jank mic. We got a guest. This is over this shoulder. This is Geoffrey Eggelston, everybody.
Jeffrey, welcome.
Welcome
Jeffrey.
in.
What's up?
God, I hope that mic works.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No, yeah, we can hear.
I
you.
can hear you. I don't
It's
know
all
if
good.
I guess probably what matters.
I mean, I can make it louder. We're gonna. It's. You're picking up. It's gonna be.
Keith,
You're
can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
From back here, your tag is sticking out. Back here.
Oh, I've been having that problem lately. I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive guy.
Dude, if I hadn't been on this episode, you never would have known.
That's when you know I'm stressed. It's like fucking when I'm done, like my turkey thing. The
It
shirt
just
pops up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but you always know what you're doing. You know, I mean, you put it on though. You do the heavy lifting. You know, I just show up and spew out my nonsense.
For people on YouTube, we got a new TV because I noticed Zach Amico's Midnight Spook Show used our TV YouTube layout. It was just generic.
Okay.
I took it off Google.
Okay.
So, but this one, Crocious, is the TV that's on YouTube right now is a 1985 Zenith Space Command.
Oh, yes.
My grandparents had this upstairs. It was like the living room TV.
Yeah.
And it was, I was at the very tail end of the cable box that was just buttons that would click.
Oh, absolutely.
Like one button would go down and the other one would come up when you pressed it.
Yeah.
And even, it was just because my grandparents were complete poor trash.
Well, yeah.
I honestly
My
think
grandparents were
looking
poor
no,
trash.
they weren't. They were
They were
pure,
poor.
They were. If there is anything that you define white flight by, I'll show you a picture of
your
my
grandparents. Yeah, it's like we used to live over at 32nd and Archer, and all of a sudden, who moves in?
Yeah, they were born in downtown Chicago and left to fucking Bismarck, North Dakota.
Oh, hell yeah, dude! I got an uncle who lived there.
In Bismarck?
Yeah, I'm from South Dakota.
Oh, really? Where in South Dakota?
Sioux Falls.
Absolutely.
The biggest city in the state, baby.
Yeah, you border like Iowa, don't you?
Yeah, right next to Sioux City.
Sioux City, exactly.
Yeah,
Sioux Falls.
The best smelling city in the nation.
Do they do like a lot of agriculture, like
it's
butchering?
Like the Tyson chicken plant.
Ooh,
like,
I'm sure it
we call
smells.
Sewer City.
Yeah.
Because like on school trips, we'd drive through there all the time.
That's
you
great.
You knew like you'd smell it on the bus. It's like, oh, okay, we're getting close.
That's
well,
great.
Sioux Falls isn't that where January that the actress who was in
January Jones.
January Jones.
Yeah, there was a really
from
one
Mad
of the
Men.
saddest teachers.
What is she
at my
in?
high school used to date her. He would like tell the story in a very sad way.
Oh, because he was like, she
Yeah.
went on to bigger things.
Much
You know?
shit.
Yeah. You know?
So we got Halloween H2O cracking right now.
Which I saw in the theater at the Webster Place Theater.
I think I might have seen this in theater too. Did they have the zombie one coming up? Oh no, it's the original coming up at 8.
There we go.
But
That'll
what
be
I'm
good and
trying to
dated.
do in between while we do the first half is I want to download. So Geoffrey used to work in Dollywood.
Oh
I was
man,
a singer at Dollywood.
Wow.
We're gonna get into the
That's-
nuts and bolts of that here in a minute.
that's
But-
good entry. That's good entry into the business. Go ahead,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
But
It was my first job.
Of
in
course.
the entertainment business. First job
Of
I ever got.
course.
It's like a flash dance. You live in. It's like you're in character.
You know,
the whole
again,
time.
Darren
We
Boducker,
did a
we've talked
flash-
about.
Yes, we did that.
A buddy of our guy we know in Chicago, he would do like at Six Flags the Western gunfight scene when the
Oh,
train
that's
would
so
go through.
cool.
He would that was his entree. You
Dude,
know,
that stuff is
But go
really fun for
Oh,
a little while, and
yeah.
then it gets pretty old pretty quick.
yeah. When does it get old? You think? What, 3 months
I was
in?
there for about maybe 2.5 months, and I was done. And then the next year they offered me like a Christmas contract, and that would have been longer.
Did
lot
you
more
see
shows.
Dolly?
A lot more money. Yeah.
You
was
never
like,
saw Dolly, right?
No.
Wow.
No, I didn't see her. She came like a week after my contract was up. The girl I was dating at the time got to like choreograph for her show while she was there and shit.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was pretty neat.
you can do that. You get experience doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
and the quality of entertainment there is actually, as far as theme parks go, like #1.
oh,
Like,
I'm sure it's
they are
decent.
excellent.
I mean, absolutely. Wait, is that in Nashville?
It's outside of Knoxville, I believe.
Oh,
in the
so it's
Smoky Mountains.
in the
It's
mountain, exactly.
Gatlinburg, Pigeon
Yep.
Forge.
Oh, Gatlinburg.
So I lived. It was beautiful living there. I lived on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
In a cabin for the summer.
Oh, that's great.
It was really awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, after the one contract, and then after that, I got a few more theme park offers throughout
Excellent.
the years, and it's just like, no. One was at Hershey Park.
Oh yeah, in
which is the
Pennsylvania. I
the
used to go there as a
chocolate
kid.
one, and I was like, I don't want to smell chocolate all day, every day.
Yeah.
Oh, that would
more
get
than a week,
annoying.
like-
Yeah.
It's like
You know what I
drinking.
mean?
It's like
Like-
drinking Fireball.
As a kid, as an 11-year-old, that was like going to Mecca. I
bet.
you know, I remember doing that and going to Disney World when I was like, I went when I was 11, and I went when I was 14. 14 wasn't cool anymore. 14, I was like, you know, I'm not into this.
When does it become cool again? Because
Yeah,
I've been
I-
recently, and I had a great time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would actually, I've thought about, because I haven't been to an amusement park in so fucking long.
Dude, it's been you
I wanna
can't
go
now.
back
Even
to, like,
longer,
yeah.
even longer
You
now.
can't
Yeah.
now, Crow, because we live in communist Russia.
Well, that is true.
Hey, we
no-
could go a couple states over it. I mean, we go to
Yeah.
I think, Vegas and ride some rides if you wanted to on top of that hotel. Like, I'm sure all that shit's open up.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. And
yeah,
the
well,
death rates are
Disney,
soaring.
That's like the next level of like theme park entertainment. Like, they have their own like guild and stuff. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
so
well,
I knew
yeah.
people who like went on to do that, and like cruise lines and stuff.
Yeah. Cruise lines is
That's all
definitely a good
kind of
entry point.
In the same box. You're doing kind of these cabaret review shows. The money's really good.
Yeah.
They treat you like a fucking rock star.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, as an artist, I was like, I'm not getting anything out of singing Pickup Man every day. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did these two shows. We did one. There's a flash mob through the park.
Yeah, this is his big moment. This is a
This
grand. Tell this story.
Yeah.
This
was
is great.
Sick, dude. Oh, like the dancing, the big. Okay, sure, yeah. I didn't know what story, dude. There
The
were a lot of
whole
stories.
build to like when you like the whole walk down the street.
Oh
and
yeah,
you build
okay,
to
yeah.
it.
So we would it was me and the cast. I was like the lead in this like improv based flash mob show.
Yeah.
And we had a truck that drove through the park and played music.
Yeah.
And so you'd hear us coming, and when we got to an area, it would start playing in the park speakers, and we like taught line dances to people, and the whole idea was like we were like the custodial staff, the pickup patrol. And I was the foreman, and I was trying to get them to work, but they just kept singing and dancing. And so eventually, the big climax of the show was they were like, "Come on, Arnie, take a break and dance with us. Come on, dance with us." Like, I don't dance, I'm telling you. And then it was like, "Whoa, what's happening?" And then suddenly I like busted a move, and and everything.
Yeah. So
everything
you
was
were
happening.
Arnie.
And was
Arnie
there
was my
a
name,
crowd was around that gathered?
Oh, they
and-
loved it. There were
Yeah.
people who watched it every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember my mom came to see one of the shows. That was one of the shows I did. She came to see that one, and she heard in the audience afterward like some women talking about me, saying, "Oh wow, he must be from here. He must be local." Because I was just like, I was
He
just
must be
killing it, dude.
local.
Oh, yeah. You truly like you connected.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I'm a
That's
great,
good
I'm a great
acting.
actor,
Yeah, exactly.
So they were getting their money's worth. And then at night we did this like pop music show.
Yeah.
We sang like "Happy" by Pharrell Williams and like some Kiss song. Kind of like Through
Ooh,
the
what
Ages or
Kiss song?
whatever.
Creatures of
I
the
Wanna
Night.
Rock It. No, nothing.
Creatures
cool.
of the Night.
No,
Christine 16.
That was the extent of my choreography. jumping
Yeah.
up and down.
The first line of Christine 16 I want to say is no.
yeah.
Oh no, it's not. It's a different song. It goes, "Put your hand in my pocket and grab a hold of my rocket."
That would
That's
not
what.
have flown at Dollywood, dude. This
Dude,
pop
there's
show was
multiple-
controversial. They had never done anything like. They were like nervous about it.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
like, they were like, "We picked you guys because you were the best people we saw." They were like putting a lot of money into this show. Like,
Yeah.
it was big, like probably the biggest budget thing I've ever done to this day.
Yeah. So
and
you
they
would
were
like-
nervous about it, and it was a total hit. It won awards in like their
their
guild or
circle of
whatever. It was pretty cool. Pretty
So-
cool to be a part of that.
So is that like now you would actually go do like kind of this flash improv thing to then preview for a different show, or that was actually
No,
the show?
it was
I'm
two
sorry.
separate, completely different things.
Okay,
so the first
okay.
one was like country music, like
Yeah,
standard fare for them.
exactly.
And then at night before the fireworks, we did like the more popular like radio played music.
Yeah.
Not just the country dolly stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting.
Yeah, so it was really neat and like cool to be part of that.
Yeah.
But ultimately it's just like, I don't know, hollow. No offense to you, Justin and Chance, but like it was just
a Chance would run a Dolly.
Yeah.
Well, it would be
No,
hot.
they were
'cause
awesome. The people
it's-
who ran it, dude, they treated us so well. Like, they
Yeah.
helped us find housing and stuff. It really was like there were people who their whole career was performing at Dollywood. Like,
Yeah.
and they provide that for people. Like, it's pretty cool. And in the
Yeah.
winter, in the winter, there's like a 9-month contract you can get there, and you make bank, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you'll make a lot of money. You're doing 7 shows a
Did
day.
you get
Yeah.
offered the contract?
Oh, they offered me a Christmas contract. Yeah.
Oh, you
But-
turned it down
Well, I
You
took.
said
because
you
the
said-
chocolate.
No, not because of that. I took.
Oh, it's
What
cranking
did I
now,
do instead?
boys.
I think I stayed. That was the year I stayed at the Children's Theater in Little Rock.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like illegally, they didn't know.
Yeah, I just hid in the rafters.
You were like that homeless lady in Home Alone 2 with the pigeons.
And like periodically through shows, like it would start snowing in like a summer scene. They'd be like,
What's
"What the
this
fuck
guy
is going
doing?"
on?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally, piss will drift from the rafters, and that's
Yeah,
when
it's
you know
just a leaky
Jeffrey's
pipe or
watching.
something.
Yeah, it's raining. You know, it's happening.
Yeah, no, I stayed at the theater just because it was more tolerable.
So we're climaxing
Yeah.
here. Is that Michelle Williams? Is
Yeah.
this Dawson's Creek?
Yeah, this is Michelle Williams and Josh Hartnett.
This is when dudes wore like wedding-ish rings.
oh
Like
yeah,
he's got it
yeah.
on his middle finger, the fuck finger,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
let people know that he's married to the pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
Yep.
that what that means?
I just
This is a
ripped it.
face-off right there,
'Cause I'm a comedy
man.
genius off
That's
the,
a deep scene.
off of the dome. Two
Yeah.
things I hate in comedy: off the dome, and like when people think like it's sports, like when they're like, "I'm gonna go exercise for a little bit, go to an open
Can I
mic."
tell you Miley's
What?
favorite thing?
Sounds like me.
I'll leave you with this. I saw a show.
Oh yeah,
I saw a show.
Yeah.
No joke. Every single comic, including the professional headliner, all said, "I'll leave you with this."
Oh,
The show is not over. The show is not over.
Yeah.
We're all gonna forget all of your
I
jokes.
was the
You weren't
first-
that
exactly.
good. You're not leaving us with anything. Just leave.
Yeah,
How about
but-
just leave.
Yeah.
How
You know
about
what that's
say,
like?
I'll leave you, and then what?
That's like if you write a paper and your last paragraph starts with "in conclusion." In conclusion, it's like that's like okay.
one of my
Yeah,
best.
that you get a
know
D
that
on
I'm
that,
not
man.
in there.
One
I
of-
have to tell you that we're at the conclusion. You can't
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. One of my best feats of schooling ever was we had to do a research paper at the end of sociology. This was 2004. It was when Barack Obama got elected to the Senate.
Yeah.
Because my sociology teacher made us watch. He goes,
Oh,
"You."
because he was in Illinois, huh?
Yeah.
He goes,
exactly.
He was big. You guys
Yeah.
were like early Obama.
Yeah, well,
He
absolutely.
goes, "You guys are potentially seeing the first black president ever." He goes, "So like I'm gonna turn this on."
They were saying it that quick.
Oh yeah, well this was just him. He was like
Yeah.
throwing out a fucking.
But he had his
a
instincts
notion.
were accurate. You know, I mean, he was being groomed.
He
you know?
well, and his quote was the first realistic black candidate.
Yeah.
None of this Jesse Jackson bullshit.
Yeah, I remember Jackson running
when
in
I was a
88.
kid, anytime you'd bring up a black guy running for president, they would be like, "Well, as long as he's not like Jesse Jackson."
Yeah.
What? So what? He's just too.
Well, Jesse
inflammatory
Jackson called
to-
New York Town.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He was kind of raw. Jesse's a bit raw. Plus,
How
Jesse.
did it go for him? That was before I was born.
Yeah, in
well, they made
88,
an SNL sketch about it.
I actually saw him speak at the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, April 5th, 1988, when he was running for the primary in Wisconsin. I saw Jesse
Wow.
Jackson speak, and there were like 1,500 people there to see him speak in a gym. It was pretty filled up, and he was pretty good. I mean, come alive, April 5. Who you going to vote for? But he was putting out some like protectionist
Good afro.
policies. You know,
His
it was
son was
interesting.
good
you
friends
know?
with my uncle.
But he was pretty corrupt. He was definitely part of the Chicago
Oh, okay,
machine.
really?
So Obama was squeaky clean within Chicago. That's an accomplishment, you know.
Right.
But
Yeah, 'cause
constitutional.
I've noticed you guys don't really like any of your mayors or any of the people.
yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
just
you
the
like
I mean, I worked for the
Nobody
city
does, I
for for 5 years. I worked for the Department of Housing at the city of Chicago. That's when I first got my
Right.
career started out of grad school. So I worked when Daley was the mayor, young Daley, and right when they started to rip down public housing, Cabrini Green got taken down, Robert Taylor homes, Henry Horner
Yeah.
homes. All that were taken down, and then they were building replacement housing. So I was doing a lot of the financing to build the replacement housing, and so it was. And frankly, some people would not agree with me on this, but that was a very necessary thing to do for the city. They had to do it. Now, it caused a lot of displacement. The replacement housing is of much higher quality, a much better run, but they aren't able to replace as much of it.
Replacement housing sounds like when like the regular housing goes on strike.
You know,
Get replacement housing. You live in a scab.
It will be the replacements, but
Yeah.
houses.
but it was necessary, man.
Keanu Reeves like, I'll play a house.
Sounds like a
I'll
job.
do it.
My haircut looks like a roof already.
But yeah, so that was that time. So it was, but the city, it's not as corrupt, but it's still
ID4.
corrupt. Oh, here we go. Yes.
ID4, nowhere near Independence Day. Why is this on? Dude, the Paramount Network is still in the phase. If you start a channel, the first 5 years, you're playing the same 23 movies over and over again.
Yeah. That's what you
Dark
go to
Knight
market with.
Arrive. Ooh, sex toys. This is coming on.
Oh,
later.
yeah.
50% off.
Yeah, I've watched these before. It's two women.
It's
It gets you
Adam and
excited.
Eve. Oh, look at Crows. This is Crow wakes up at 4 to 5:30
Just to wank
just
it.
for this, and then he fucking goes to church.
Yeah. Oh,
Larry
God.
King's prostate report?
Is that fucking real?
What?
It can't be.
Larry King investigates prostate
No, that's an
supplements to
infomercial.
determine.
This cannot be a show.
They bought him. They paid him.
He got a half hour of Larry King, dude.
Well,
That's tremendous.
That's Judd Hirsch.
barely awake.
Well, dude, he's so Jewish in this.
Why? Yeah, he's
Look at these,
yeah,
look at these
he's
people.
playing it a bit ham-handed.
Flushes. They take and then they go. They're
Look at
going,
that. Sounds like fucking Jackie fucking Mason.
Is the vote thing flying across the screen? Is that like Paramount Network's like?
Oh, dude, everybody's got to vote. Did you not
every-
vote?
No, but does
Mul-
every channel? I don't have cable. I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
So like,
It's starting to happen now.
Dude,
it's
it's
just
on
like stickers everywhere. Every channel telling you to vote.
Spotify.
Yeah.
When you log on to Spotify, every playlist has it pulls up a whole disclaimer like
Yep.
register, but I already did it. We voted
Yeah.
6 times in this house.
Good for you. Good for I have not voted yet.
Me
You know,
neither.
I
My
gotta get
ballot
out there.
is sitting on my desk.
I don't
Yeah.
have a ballot.
Dude, we were in the car. We were riding from a show, and we both just almost at the same time were like, that debate made us. If there's anything to like that put you over on
Yeah.
hating Trump,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like up for grabs for Trump. Honestly, like he could have gotten me that night.
Yeah.
He really could have.
What a
I had, like,
disaster.
I was so frustrated, and within 3 minutes, he's just like being such a douchebag. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If he had been even remotely reasonable,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
would have gotten me, dude, and he would have gotten
Andrew
a lot
Keegan.
Of people. A lot of like the liberals on the edge, like where I'm from in South Dakota,
Yeah.
you know, like where it's like a sea of red, like,
Yeah.
and those are the opinions you're hearing. It's like starting to become validated.
Yeah,
you know, and thank
yeah.
God he made an ass of himself.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Because he could have converted a lot of people, I think.
Dude,
he
this
is
cast.
his handling of this corona. It's been so flawed for every point. It's
Deeply.
incredible, and like, but he had so many opportunities. If he would have just worn a mask from the outset, he would have gotten
He could've sold
reelected.
those MAGA masks right away.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah, do
watching
you
his
a MAGA
rally. Was that
mask?
with you, Keith?
Oh
And
yeah,
everybody, we were watching.
they
it,
were
everybody
huge.
behind
His
him had a
MAGA
mask
masks
on.
are massive,
And
dude.
he's making fun of Joe Biden for the massive mask. But
It's
in
the
order for it
same
to say
fucking-
MAGA big enough.
Yeah,
It's gotta
yeah.
be this big mask.
Just do that.
Why didn't you sell
It's a
that
marketing
right away?
opportunity. That's what
Exactly.
you're supposed
I'm
to.
like, business? I thought he was a businessman.
No, it is. That's one of the big. He's a con man of the highest order. He's not a businessman. He hasn't done a real
He
piece of
played
real
He
estate.
played one on TV.
Exactly.
If anything, he's like
Yes.
an actor, dude. He's
Oh,
like,
it is.
he's
It's such a bastardization of Reagan. It's really amazing.
Mhm.
It's really amazing because I remember when Reagan first got elected. I'm old enough to remember that. And in my house, it was apoplectic, you know. But it was just like
Will Smith. I'm just cutting you off
Yep.
quick. Hasn't aged a fucking day since 1996.
that's all the baby blood he drinks.
you know.
Oh, absolutely. He fucks children.
He's right up there with Trump in terms of what he has access to. So,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks.
I mean, Sandra Bullock legitimately injects baby force.
Ooh, they're doing
into her
gay
face.
stuff.
Like that's a real thing she said on Ellen. So
Yeah,
they
exactly.
are really doing that stuff.
Well, what was I talking about though? Oh, with Trump. And
Yeah, how
there's
it's
just so many
Reagan.
different ways. Oh, and Reagan, Reagan when he first got elected, it's like you're going to elect an actor. You're going to have an actor be president. Like,
Yeah.
that was deemed like a very kind of risky, kind of weird, and that was kind of a knock on his personality. But he handled television very well. He was a very good communicator, and that
Yeah,
was
wasn't he
and
the
then-
one where it was like the first one, or it was like the people who watched it said he won, and the people who listened to it said.
Actually, this is
or no, that was
Fox.
further back.
That was Kennedy.
Yeah.
They watched it. Kennedy won. If you listen to it, Nixon won.
Right.
You know, but it was, but he really mastered that part of the media, and that was a real. I mean, they had a very well polished machine when Reagan came in, but it was like he's an actor, and his slogan was "Make America Great Again." That was his slogan. It was the
Wasn't
same,
it just
one.
great? Was there an again?
Well, I'm sorry. It was just "Make America Great." I apologize.
Mag, dude.
It's the
Mag.
same. It's just the same thing, though. He just took the same phrase and we're gonna just rehash
it's
it.
not even him, dude. It's like have you seen that Roger Stone documentary?
Oh,
on Netflix?
what a fucking turd!
It was so.
God, he's a turd.
The whole campaign, from the outset, is like there's so many hands. Talking about like movies earlier when we were talking about scripts. Like,
yeah.
There are a lot of hands in his pot too. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
And what a
very
weird
much orchestrated and all sorts of crazy people behind him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, who knows how much of a puppet or actor or whatever he really is. Because a lot of Reagan, from what I understand, was orchestrated and kind of
very
from
much
behind
so.
the scenes, you know. And
Yes.
so it must be the same thing. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, you know, Mitch McConnell.
That's why I say it's a
he loves
bastardization.
it.
Yeah.
He loves it
yeah.
because it's like, oh, he's up there and now I can do what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And
No.
everybody blames the other guy.
Yeah. No. And he's fine with that. Absolutely. But with Reagan,
'Cause he's
he was at
making
least
money.
governor of California for 8 years. Like he had been a governor. He had been so he had some awareness of that and that kind of the how government even works. How do bills go through?
Yeah.
Trump has no sense of the mechanics of how to administer any of that crap.
I was telling
you know?
her, or I was telling someone, I was telling him, if you really said like who was in the Axis in World War II,
Yeah.
He wouldn't know.
he wouldn't.
He
He
wouldn't
would. He
know.
would say America because that sounds cool to him.
Yeah. Axis is a better name.
Is the cooler sounding
than
of
the
two.
Allies.
Well, we're obviously the axis of greatness, the greatest axis.
Yeah.
He would spin it into a campaign thing.
Yeah.
Well, World War II. I
Great
mean,
axis.
there's going to be World War II if Joe Biden becomes president.
So it's just, again, I think there were so many opportunities where he could have handled this. Even if he wouldn't have done anything right from the administrative point of view, and the same amount of people would have died, and the same amount of people, he could have just handled the PR side of it so much better.
Exactly.
And it's just like, you're incompetent at that because you're a buffoon.
Dude.
That's purely what I'm basing my vote on at this point.
Look how relaxed she is.
That's exactly-
I would.
That's what it came down to.
I would love doing infomercials. She's using all the products. She's probably emailing people. She's using the thing. There's probably
Look
a
at those
dildo on the
shoes.
chair.
No,
That-
that is some hollow, dead inside. That's probably got a lot of.
We got to get
similarities
it.
to
Let's
theme
see
park
what
work.
she's selling. We got to get some.
Hardest thing
They just
sometimes
throw
is
it in
when you
front
are
of you
giving
and
cozy is just
You know, they don't
picking
know
out
anything
the right
about these
size,
products
so I love
until
it,
they're
but
in their
the
hands.
non-factor.
Is this the
So
sex
it's
toy
not
show?
good for you.
When you put the sock over your leg, it deadens the feelings that my husband is currently cheating on me right now. It's with this blonde to the right.
Yeah, I sure did.
She put her
Yeah,
bottle
you
of
did.
wine in
That's
Highly
there.
recommend that right there.
Oh.
Cute.
Oh, there's
Right?
social
That's
distance.
amazing.
I mean,
Yeah,
I just think we're
super
spending
cute.
so much more time at home. And the people
No
that
shit.
you are
We're
going
just
to
gonna
meet
make,
are they
you
gonna
know,
have like a
very
really
different, and
long?
I feel like
She go- I think we're just spending so much time at home. Let's just put socks over our shit.
I know, spend useless. Oh God! I mean, the gluttony of like the
It's only.
consumerism.
Are you? Why are you criticizing it? It's 5 simple payments of $477.
Nothing.
Wow!
Or
Nothing
you-
complicated about that.
Wow!
Or you could just spend $25 like a goddamn
And they hook
human
people
being.
on this. You know, I'll use my credit
Oh,
card.
do you know how many 57-year-old women are buying these shit, or even gay dudes?
Yes, some caliber of gay man is buying this too.
Yeah.
yeah. There's a slice of that.
The
too.
highest caliber.
Mhm.
the highest strata, the penultimate.
Well, because they're sarcastically buying it. This is like
Yeah,
this
it's
is
kitsch.
like a
It's kitsch
yes
for them.
queen
Yeah.
buy.
You
Yeah.
can only do something sarcastically for so long. man.
Then it
Yeah.
just becomes who you are. You
Exactly.
know,
I just drank my sock wine and I turned on QVC.
and it was amazing.
This stock is so you don't even need the bottle anymore. You just pour the wine right in the top.
Oh, here we go. Medea's
Yeah,
Christmas.
there's a certain
Bring it
caliber of
out.
gay
Bring it out
persons,
into your
definitely.
mouth at the end of the night. It's great.
See, we're in a weird flux of television right now. We
Yeah.
have Christmas movies, Halloween movies, and Thanksgiving movies all having sex
Wow.
Oh,
on
Medea
television.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, we got fucking.
What is this again?
This is
Oh,
Medea
Christmas.
Christmas.
There we go.
Well, see, and I can already guess what this is about. A black couple is on the outs, and then they go to Medea's house. It's always like the same story in every Tyler Perry movie.
Which
it's
is
like
when you say they're on the outs, meaning like something
like two very successful black people have been in a relationship, and like the movie starts when like it's
they've
just
broken
like,
up. They've
Because
they've
Crocious, I don't know
divorced.
if you knew this. Sometimes love just isn't enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need Medea.
Yeah.
You
need grandma to snap you back
I
to
need
reality.
some love in my life. There's so little of it that it's maybe a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. No, I don't know. Just treat people well.
Hello.
Dude, when I worked at a video store in the suburbs, this guy, because I worked at a video store that had the plays. These movies are based on plays.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
And we had those on DVD, and they would sell out. But when the movie came out, this guy came in almost, I think, homeless, and he was just like, "Y'all got that Mama Dia?"
Really?
And I was like, "What?" Like, I honestly didn't. And I
you
should
couldn't understand him. Yeah.
I had to like have him. He had weird false teeth. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Medea, yeah."
Yeah,
But
that's what
Mama
I
Dia.
said, Mama Dia.
The Medea
Sounds like the
movie.
newest thing from Pizza Hut.
The first Medea movie had an entire wall of DVDs at our video store, just flying off the shelf. He made so much money just off the plays that he self-financed all the movies and then just made all the money.
Yeah.
And then with his TV shows, that Meet the Browns show and the Meet the Pains or whatever, Meet whatever.
Meet the Black. Isn't there one called Meet the Blacks?
Meet the newest
Yeah.
African American family this year. He writes every episode before he films them.
Yeah.
And then sells and doesn't even sell them. He just goes to the network and says, "I'll pay to make this. I just want to use your network,
your
to put it
equipment
on."
and
He does everything in house. Apparently in Atlanta,
Good
he
for
like
him.
bought an old mall and like turned it into a production
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah, I believe that.
And he turned
he
turned it into a factory to kill the white race. I don't know.
Yeah. production
Well,
studio.
yeah, exactly. You know, because
Yeah.
that would make total sense. You know, look, this got big laughs. Laughs,
He got to be in the Star Trek remake.
Tyler
He's
Perry
on
or
the
Medea?
Tyler Perry.
What
he's
is
on the council with Spock. He's one of the Vulcan
Oh,
council.
interesting.
Yeah. They get upset with
What
him
are
because
his
he
other
falls in
cam-
love or
does he
some
have any other
shit.
cameos like that?
He was in like Justice League or something. Christmas
Jesus,
at Dollywood.
I didn't realize I knew
is
he was
fucking
big. I
ready
thought
to
I
roll,
was
by the
just
way.
in this silo. I had no idea that he actually had some crossover appeal.
Yeah, he can act. He was an actor.
He's an actor.
He's the
Look
most
at him.
successful failed actor of all time.
Yeah,
know.
yeah. He's not. I got a feeling they're not saying Denzel or Tyler Perry. There's probably not a lot of.
No, he
you
got denied enough to where he was like,
I'll just do my thing.
well, I'll write. He was probably just down to theater. He got kicked down to theater and was like, I'm going to write this dumb play.
Down
and-
the theater.
Yeah,
and black
what a
people,
shame.
dude.
It's offensive,
If it's
dude.
one thing my friend Xavier Lamont told me, black people come out for each other. Because
Yeah.
I asked him, like, why is this Medea shit? Because he was even like, we know it's bad. Like, they know
Yeah.
it's bad. It's
Yeah.
just, it's one of our own.
Yeah, God, that's amazing. Yeah.
Every black comedian has 47,000 Instagram followers. I get it
Or
impresses
they're on
me.
their way
Hey,
to
man,
it.
that's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a power in those numbers. There's support.
I
You
just
know.
want to let everybody know that I support all of the black comedians.
Oh, dude.
I support them.
I do too.
Yeah, of course.
Comedian major, comedian master major. That's the same comic.
So Medea's a
comedian
teacher.
major?
So Medea's she's like an elementary school teacher.
No.
She's kind of everything. She's just like somebody's grandma, right? She's just
The
like,
first one was Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Was she always kind of upset? Is that sort of her angle too? Is that sort of
She
her
just like
comedic
she's
shtick?
a no nonsense fucking
no
grandma.
nonsense, tells it like it is.
Says her Turks like ders.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
outlandish.
Yeah.
And it's just she snaps kids back to life. She probably called her a honky cracker or something
Listen,
like that.
Right.
you're not going to get no timeout.
Throws
like the
peck-
timeout thing. You know,
Probably
like
throws the word Peckerwood out a lot.
But in like the brand new ones, like the newest of the new,
Peckerwood.
she's barely even in them anymore. Like there's like Tyler
Oh,
Perry
really?
presents Boo to Medea Halloween.
Oh, so he's at a
My
point
friends
now
and I
he's just
watched
above
that on
it.
Hulu one night, just as for laughs, and Medea was barely in the film.
So he was in.
Wow.
In the beginning, and then kind of showed up at the end.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
not
He
even about
acted in
Medea
a movie.
anymore.
He was in a movie called Alex Cross, which is like a black guy version of like John Wick. It looks
Yeah.
like.
Was
He was
John
Alex
Wick?
Cross.
I would love
Alex Cross.
He just acted in that, and then he just acted in Gone Girl, which is the David Fincher movie.
Was he in Dolomite? Am I making that up?
Probably.
The
I haven't
remake,
gotten to
the
that yet.
original.
He
The new one with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
he only acted.
That was
in-
actually I like that. Man.
He
I thought that was pretty
only
good. The
acted-
Rudy Ray Moore kind of biopic.
Oh, dude, he
It
was
good, man.
I liked it.
Yeah.
he was
Thought it was a
Baxter
little too
Stockman.
much. He got everything he wanted.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there wasn't. I don't know. I don't feel like they got the struggle of him like being completely broke across. Like,
Yeah, enough.
I thought it moved a little too quick.
Through that part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, just like I just never felt like he was really in strife
Why is
at
there
the
8
end. He
kids
was at
in
the
this
beginning
class?
for sure, but kind of like the big moment where everybody showed up at the theater didn't hit me like it could have. I think I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
I can't write a movie, so
Yeah. Well, no, I thought that the scenes where he goes and like sits down with the winos and the drunks, he was like trying to get real, you know. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Oh, I thought
I like
Wesley
the
Snipes
beginning.
stole the show. Too.
Yeah, the director. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's good. And then also the whole
Wesley Snipes also stole about $300,000 in taxes from the
I
government.
think it was,
you
it
know
was
what
in the
I'm saying?
millions, man. That guy was in the joint, man, for like years.
Him and Lauryn Hill, I've heard that they both offered to pay because they were fucking. He had blade money to peel off.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is how wild the IRS is. They said, we have to make an example. Like, people have to know that you can't just not pay your taxes and then just pay them off. Like, because they both
Snipes was
offered to
part of
pay.
an organization, I guess, that was this extremely strong anti-government organization where it was just like, hey, we're not going to pay our taxes, you know. And I guess he's part of an organization.
Nina Simone got popped for back taxes, right?
I don't know.
I think so. She also abandoned her family for another one. She just like had a family and then like moved to France and then just started her life as Nina Simone.
Wow.
That's baller. That's like some that's like some male shit.
Yeah.
That's some Frank Sinatra shit right there.
Yeah, no kidding. Having a second, I couldn't imagine doing that. Being
Good
able to
for
do that.
you, Nina.
I thought that was Rob Reiner on the right,
It is
but I was
Rob
right.
Reiner.
It's
That
not
is Rob Reiner.
It's not Rob Reiner.
Absolutely.
I thought it was, but you know,
It's Ray Reiner.
it's his brother.
Yeah.
Didn't Carl
This is his
just
own
die?
little-
Carl Reiner finally died.
Speaking of a Reiner,
Is it
Reiner
Fred
probably
Trump?
produced this. Yeah, that's Fred Trump.
It looks like Fred Trump, man.
Yeah.
He's on an episode of fucking
What's the
Sanford and
fucking
Son.
to impress Lamont's future mother-in-law? Fred decides to get into the Book of World Records.
Guinness.
What a plot, dude!
The
That
stories
house-
behind this.
Dude, that house is not unlike how my family's house was, just cluttered. Not as much stuff, but they would have been impressed. Like that
Yeah.
wasn't. I think my family watched this and they were like, "That's a pretty all right house."
I can remember. I mean, I guess the stories behind this. You know, he's probably known stuff. Red Fox was so huge. He would do Vegas shows during the week. He'd fly back to film this. He did no rehearsals, none of it. It was like he just kind of read the script at that time and then would go out and do his line. And they were always like, we got to, and he would never rehearse. But he was such a professional. He kind of knew what he was doing. He was making, I think he was making at some point like a couple $100,000 a week working in Vegas.
Dude,
like
that's
in the
so
late
much
70s
money.
and shit.
And you know me, like I don't know the transition.
He didn't pay taxes either.
I never know the
Seeing a
conversion.
theme here.
I never know the conversion, so a couple $100,000 a week is probably like $57 million.
Well, you think about on a couple. I mean, there's 52 weeks in a year, $200,000
so it's
a week.
$100 million.
It's
year.
like you're making 10.
But do you think he?
$12 million bucks a year.
Yeah.
You're
Do you
making a
think
lot
he
of
was
money.
making like Charlie Sheen 2.5 Men money, like
I mean,
equivalent?
not on yes, but Sanford was part of that.
Was,
but he was making more
what
money
I'm
in
trying
Vegas.
to say
Actually,
is Red Fox was the Charlie Sheen of his time.
No, I don't follow that, and I will not yes and you on that. In fact, I will deny you specifically on your THC fueled theory on that. Okay, because the fact is, Sanford he was.
Oh, I love this show.
I mean, he was a talent, man.
Dude, Red Fox
was a
Red
talent.
Fox was calling women cunts from the stage before all
like
of
in the
us.
50s, you know.
Got the end of
Let me tell you. You ever read an autobiography of Malcolm X? Malcolm X worked with Red Fox. They were both like busboys at a restaurant in Harlem.
Really?
And they were all red. Red was, they all had kind of reddish hair.
Dude, Piper.
So he was red. Boston Red was Malcolm X. And I think Red Fox was Harlem Red.
Gotta turn this down, dude. She's singing a Britney Spears song, dude. They'll come after us on YouTube for this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dang.
Music gets you popped. That's what I
Yeah.
found over the last few. Anything with music, cable
She's
doesn't.
sexy though. Look
But
at that.
what? And also,
I'm
what
an
I
old man.
found
It's
stuff
gross.
on YouTube. We got hit for the Paul Lynde special.
Oh, we did?
But I'm proud of it. That means they know this episode exists.
Yeah, well, it's that Paul Lynde episode.
That was incredible.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Did
and I
you
said this
watch the
before.
Paul Lynde episode?
No, I did not.
Dude, we watched the
I
Paul
watched
Lynde
chunks
Halloween
of it,
special.
man. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
It was wild. There's Kiss on it. It's Paul Lynde going to a house full of witches and just being gay with witches.
Yeah, it was a Halloween special filmed in 1976, and the story behind it was just, you know, he had a couple of failed sitcoms, and he was basically trying to salvage his career. And the people they put together on this special, because when I was a kid, like in the late 70s, the shows were
The
so
special
popular.
was the thing.
Yeah, and it was like Paul Lynde, Betty White does a cameo in it. Tim Conway does a comedy sequence in it, and Kiss is the musical guest, and they do 3 songs. They didn't do 2. They did 3 songs. And they did like Beth, and they did Detroit Rock City. It was like, and then also it was him like talking with the actual original witch from Wizard of Oz. Like she was in her makeup. You could tell it was her, but she was like in her 60s now, because it was 1976 and that was filmed probably in the late 30s when she was in her 20s, So it was a weird combination of people, and it was him like making his snarky gay jokes. It was just odd. It was odd. I loved it. I'm telling you, I'm being dead serious. It was a real satisfying moment to watch that, because it reminded me of my childhood and watching these shows, and because you had nothing else on, and it was the idea behind it, and the caliber of writing was so poor. It was so slapped together.
And then we watched the new
shot poorly.
And then we contrasted that with the new Addams Family Halloween special.
Well, no, we had the Addams Family Halloween special.
There's a new one?
Well, yeah.
Well, because the new Addams Family was like they had
in the late 70s.
a different Morticia, and it was in color.
Yes.
But I think they had to just call it new to decipher. They didn't want people to think different Pugsley. Oh, yeah.
The new Addams Family Halloween special.
John Astin needed money, though. Patty Duke was taking him to the fucking cleaners.
Yeah, he was in that. I mean, it was a weird, such an odd show, and that caliber of like Love Boat and Fantasy Island. Like, okay, we're gonna get these D-list celebrities and have them on this show. Was
Dude,
such a.
Andrew
is that still done?
Andrew Carnegie.
It's got to still be done, right? It's got to still be done.
D-list
celebrities getting on like a show like a Fantasy Island
it's
or
more
a
so like reality shows now, right?
Yeah,
like
I guess.
Dancing with the Stars. And
Yeah.
like Masked Singer and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's probably the same thing, because
It's
then
like
it was
that
an Aaron
when
Spelling
you reach
show.
That point in your career, right? It's like the same.
Yeah. I mean, I think Anne Heche is on Dance with the Stars. I remember she was like a fucking full-fledged movie star for a while, and so, she's on Dancing with the
Dude,
Stars.
didn't Ellen? That's one of those like Ellen's like John Cena with relationships. Like you date Ellen, she kills your push. She fucking you come out dead, and Ellen just comes out on top.
Yeah. I wonder what. Oh yeah, this is the richest men ever.
The men who built the fucking country. I love this because this is what I was telling you off air. Where so have you ever seen this, Geoff?
No.
This is like a 5-part series where it's about Carnegie,
J.P. Morgan,
the Commodore Vanderbilt, and about how they like
Rockefeller
discovered their shit. But the way they do it, like they'll have Rockefeller walking down the street, and he'll see a little kid hammering the sidewalk.
Yeah,
and he'll see like steel melting, and then
it's so
one fateful
melodramatic.
day he was walking the thoroughfare.
Yeah,
and he flicked a quarter at a young boy, and his eye bled out, and the way the blood leaked out made him think of, you can melt metal and leak it out of this poor kid's skull too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's melodramatic, no doubt about it. It's trying to get some historical points across. I find that kind of. What I find interesting is the fact that at one point in the country's history, everyone paid Rockefeller money.
Monty?
Every single.
Monty.
Everybody paid Hunty.
Everybody paid him money.
That's how rich he was. He probably was like
his own name for money.
I got a proposal. No, he went to the White House and was like, I got a proposal. Call it Monty.
It's gonna be okay. I have my own money.
It's made of steel. It can kill you.
But anyway, my point is, everyone paid him. Because he was so Commodore. Integrated into the economy and what was going. I mean, just what was happening at that time, And oil. He was an oil man because it was Standard Oil.
I'm an oil man.
He made money off of selling small lamps. Lamps is what you had. You didn't have electricity, and there were all these different companies, and he was a good salesperson. He's like, no, this is the standard. This is the Standard Oil you should have.
I would imagine
and he was a chemist by trade, and it wouldn't blow up because those things would catch fire all the time, but his wouldn't. So it was a better quality product.
I also would imagine he made a good deal of money because he didn't pay people.
Well, yeah, I think there was a certain exploitive element also. that was also a dimension of his but he did that, and then that went into he got really into the oil business of discovering Standard Oil and stuff, and in Pennsylvania, Ohio, mostly, I think, because he was actually from Cleveland originally, and his story is kind of interesting, but. I mean, all the antitrust laws.
Oh, this is the episode where he kills his factory workers because they go on strike.
They talk about how the unions got huge at that. They were huge.
They
had to be.
He gets the Pinkertons to kill these fucking guys.
Absolutely.
The Pinkertons.
Who are the Pinkertons?
It's like a private agency.
Like security force basically done to bust unions and kill people, essentially.
Yeah. They're a big part of Deadwood.
Absolutely.
In Deadwood, Al Swearingen, the show Deadwood,
Yeah.
It's great.
Al Swearingen, like that's the one thing he shits his pants over is the Pinkertons.
Like, if they come in, like he's really nervous about that or anxious about them coming
Yeah.
in. Yeah, I could see that.
And then it's a Weezer album. It's a good one too.
But yeah, I mean, there is still a through line to right wing organizations to that, that sort of time period. Because it was,
oh, dude,
you
all
know.
these people were racist.
oh,
I believe that.
but it was also
He's
just,
saying the N-word right there.
he made his money in rail. He made his money in rail. Here we go, Rockefeller, played by a young Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Ash.
And there's Carnegie. He was a Scotsman.
Is
He
it
was in Pittsburgh.
Carnegie or Carnegie?
Carnegie. Well, Carnegie Mellon University. But one thing these guys did when they got their money, they did like create a university and stuff. And there was a certain degree of like civic pride in the sense of, J.P. Morgan bailed out the federal government because he literally had enough money to bail out the federal government because he realized it was necessary as a risk mitigant for certain deals he was doing.
They throw Ford in there too, but his fortune is nothing at this point because
Ford was the
Trump
last
pushed
guy.
them all to Mexico. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I like being weirdly like fatherly political. When there's no sarcasm, they're just like, this fucking
He was
asshole.
born in Scotland. His name, he was because the Scots are notoriously cheap. That's always the stereotype of Scott. They say, how was the Grand Canyon made? Someone dropped a nickel into a small hole in the ground, and they had to dig it out. I gotta get me nickel.
All of these.
Is he Irish? Is he Scottish? I don't know.
Every single one of these start as like grandson of Patty O'Doul.
Well, yeah, it's also like that mythology. And you know something? You can get the same thing in America. Things have gotten a lot more complex, So, but yeah, he had made a ton of money. I think he was a steel guy also. J.P. Morgan made his money in finance. He was a banker. That was his sort of thing. So it was the very early days of the captains of industry.
It blows
in
my
America.
mind that, dude, they didn't watch baseball or anything.
Oh,
What is a pirate?
I mean, this is all. I mean, they were just working. I think all they did was work.
Yeah.
That was it, man. You just did your work, and
Pirate treasure.
Plus, it was also.
But I think, dude, a lot of it is probably a little mythical too.
Of
right?
course.
Like they probably also cut loose.
I want.
I don't know, but we've got guys like this now.
Yeah,
he's the president.
Yeah.
They made it.
Well, I tell you this much. I mean, I think back like this part of the 19th century, urban America, it was brothels all over the place, man. I mean, it was the Wild West in Chicago and in
Party
Manhattan
town,
and stuff.
dude. We're
Absolutely.
on our way back. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, you gotta, yeah, they gotta make some money somewhere. They gotta expand the
that's what I'm
tax
saying.
base.
All right.
Legalize it and tax it, dude.
Yeah.
So
Looking for the money.
My fingers are crossed. I looked up. I got. You made me think about something.
Oh, yeah,
I
go
mean, just
for
go
it.
for one thing.
Yeah.
I made a purchase. I bought a bunch of Canopy stock.
Fuck yeah.
Almost 2 years ago.
Dude, Microvision, I bought 71 shares of stock. If it gets sold, if it goes to anywhere in the double digits, I'll at least make like $1,000.
Yeah. Well, good for you, man. So I bought a bunch of this stock, Canopy. It, of course, tanks, So I've looked it up, and I've lost about 60% of what I've invested.
It'll come back.
But
is that the weed thing?
Yeah. But what I was reading just, the election. How's the election going to play out if Trump wins, if Biden wins? My fingers are crossed. Senate turns, Biden wins. It's going to bode well for the stock. They say that Canopy in particular, they think, because there's a couple of deals. They're doing some real estate purchases. They're a Canadian company. They got to get the approvals to buy certain land to do these real estate and so they're primed for that, but they got to get the approval to do that. It's not happening in an election year right now because attentions are divided.
Right.
But they think if Biden wins and the Senate turns blue, it's going to open that up and the stock's going to go up again.
I bet they legalize it.
The federal government, because it's not yet.
And
Once they're able to do it, they can get a legitimate loan from a bank. It's not a cash industry anymore.
They're going to play Peter Tosh.
Yeah. Legalize it. That's a great album.
That's one of the best albums ever.
It really is.
Me and my friend Bobby used to fucking ride around we used to call it Circle Town. It was a subdivision that it didn't matter which street you took. It just took you around in a circle.
Yeah.
You could get lost. And as long as you knew how to get shot out.
Yeah.
You could we would roll mad blunts. He had a conversion van, like a legit rape van that we used to ride around.
Real estate mogul.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is before he's still putting
the country.
That's how illegit. I have friends.
I turned it up when he said Gentry. I turned it up when he said Gentry. I hate the way he says country.
Yeah.
Sounds
The
like
way
he's
he says
saying.
everything.
Sounds like he's saying gunt because he has a fucking gunt.
Is he saying
got a
Munty?
grunt and a
Is he
gun,
saying
dude.
Munty? That's what I want to know. Sorry.
Yeah, dude. He said he said fucking bullshit both in the last 2 weeks. He's going full Beto O'Rourke with the cussing.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I wonder what if he drops the N bomb.
No, dude. He's
I'm
gonna be on a
waiting for it.
skateboard. That's what's coming next.
Yeah,
I
I
Maybe
wouldn't.
he will.
He would say more something like he's a good one or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he wouldn't be as blunt as that.
Yeah.
Like he was not going to say like
He's been
porch
racist
monkey
long
or
enough to
something,
know to keep that behind closed doors.
you know.
Keep that in the Lincoln bedroom.
I had a buddy. I think I told you before. I had a friend who did a documentary for the History Channel. He's a documentary filmmaker, still a good friend of mine. And he did on Andersonville Prison, which was in Georgia, where the Union soldiers, a lot of them were kept there, and it was just like really bad conditions. People died, typhus, all those weird 19th century ailments. But he said working with the History Channel was terrible. They're based in D.C. He said they're way conservative. They're like working on the content discussion was he's in Boston, Boston liberal guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said they were very difficult to work with. But they ended up doing a lot of work with them because they paid well, They had the cash, but they
Because
said
they were globalists.
but he just said that they were just a lot of their suggestions content wise they did not like their suggestions. And it was
I've been
very
doing
right-wing.
that. You say it like a slur.
What?
You go up to someone and you go, "What a globalist in this neighborhood, right?
Yeah,
Right?
God,
Globalist. You just do random
I've
stuff.
been noticing a lot more gay frogs. dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be curious to see, if he wins, if Trump goes quietly, which he will not go quietly. He will not go quietly. He will.
Dude, if anything, just for the ratings, dude. They don't want it. Like none of the pundits, none of the
Look, it's the
commentators on
Palins.
channels, none of them want him to go quietly.
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
They're
'cause-
prepping us. For
Yeah,
war.
yeah,
They're prepping us.
yeah.
For like violence in the streets.
God.
Dude, this is the militia. This is who we're going to be fighting against, literally in
I don't.
5
I mean,
years.
I don't know. I mean,
We're going to have to cut one of those kids' heads off.
What I see happening when because I actually think Trump's going to lose. I think he's going to lose.
yeah.
I think the polling, it's
I think
not
it's a
trending
toss-up.
well.
I think he probably will, but I don't want people to get cocky.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's
No,
huge
just because of
danger.
216. But if you look at all the fundamental underlying trends, suburban female voters, less educated people, the people who kind of supported him in past elections, white women, a lot of the polling is broke away from by a lot too. So it's like he's going to have a hard time winning certain states that he won the last time. He basically won by 80,000 votes last time. And so, and the fact that, he doesn't have a candidate that's hateable like Hillary, people could not fucking stand her. So it's like, I think that stuff is kind of breaking away from him. The voter suppression is going to be a big thing to overcome. They're going to try to stop millions of votes.
They're already doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it. But that's why
the Republicans are putting their own ballot boxes around here.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, they're trying to play. All that stuff is being done, obviously, but the early voting that's been going on is record breaking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only way it gets countered is by a tsunami of like literally 15 million more people who didn't vote before vote because they can only shave off 4.5 million of the votes. So they still lose some of those states. That kind of marginal analysis. So I think he's going to lose, but I could see him. I don't know. My thing is his connection.
One of my
to
favorite
militia
facials
groups,
when he tries to
I can
push
see there
this
being
fucking thing in.
flare-ups, but not like coordinated. They're not all organized. It's just these all kind of independent, hundreds of, maybe thousands of groups like that. But I could see some flare-ups like that happen on that side, but that would be kind of dealt with relatively quickly. That's what I see happen. I see some people, them coming into like these fucking Jews in Hollywood, brrr, and just driving down,
Dude,
I could see that happening.
Don't
I'm not trying to be like
crow-
dark.
Well, no,
I mean,
and what
don't
I'm saying-
think-
they're getting us ready for that. Like,
Yeah.
the media wants
don't
that to happen.
think I haven't figured out how to get everything ready, grab her, go down the fire escape. I got my exit planned.
You're up on the 5th floor. You guys will be fine.
We got a fire escape.
yeah, you'll be fine. And plus, you're in a solid building.
We'll hear them mowing people down for a little bit.
Yeah. And it's going to be on the street, I think. I think that's sort of
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be outside.
and I see it being flare-ups. I don't see it being like,
And then
15,000 people got together. You have a
Crocious
little army at that time.
We'll go up on the roof and pee on them.
yeah. It'll be like, these 8 guys there, these 3 guys there. But the problem is they're going to have the AR-15s and stuff, and they can take out a bunch
What
of
a
people. but
title
they'll
for
be
a show.
suppressed.
Outrageous
No.
pumpkins.
Honey, get in here.
Yeah.
Outrageous Pumpkins is on. Give me my TV dinner.
Do you want to roll into a break here? We're at 51 minutes.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think,
We can take a break because I want
to... Are we talking over each other too much?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's a good contribution, man.
We're doing
I'm glad
good.
you're here, man. It's good.
I got stuff. Christmas at Dollywood loaded up. It's done downloading.
Oh!
I hope I can tell you what's behind the walls in certain places. I hope I remember enough.
Okay. So we're going to get into a break here. We'll be back.
What's the preview for the second episode? We're going to do
Christmas at Dollywood.
Oh, you see, I like Dolly Parton. I actually respect Dolly Parton.
Great.
Yeah, I mean,
she's amazing.
Like a genuinely good soul, you know.
Yeah,
like
and I love
the
Christmas,
and
I love
for kids. She and that she grew up in where the theme park is, and she puts a lot of money back into that community.
Yep.
Like she's using her influence and power very well.
Oh, I think she's a good 9 to 5, man. She's funny in 9 to 5. 9 to 5.
Well, that's
is
a great
funny.
song too.
Talented.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, got a good.
Yeah.
I mean, writes good music. And
Tremendously talented.
Wait,
I remember
that was always the like hack jokes in the early '80s. If you were going to tell a tit joke, Dolly Parton.
Tremendous talent. Yeah.
That was always like, you know, like when I first started doing stand up, there would be some road comics who would still have a Dolly Parton joke, like in '96. It's like, wow, you got to change that act up, man.
Still road comics.
Yeah. What am I saying?
In Little Rock at the Looney Bin, some of the guys who come through there.
God, that's such a fucking classic.
You know, the Cowboy Comic. There are 18 of those guys, on the road. But the Cowboy Comic, whatever blank, boring adjective comic.
Yeah.
They've been doing the same act for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Looney Bins. Yeah. We're gonna go to the Looney Bin. Wow.
It's
all
not
right.
that funny.
All right, we'll be back here in a little bit. Here on
103.8 FM Talk Radio.
Tribunal Court, International Court, if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Tribunal, war crimes, yes, sir. If they put a bullet up in your head on the firing squad. All the commanders that want to be in charge of this conspiracy against patriots.
Followed by Bixel and Maryland. Stop requested. Please use rear exit. For your safety, watch your step when exiting the bus.
As far as they know, I'm a general out of uniform. Sent in on an investigation. For all they know. Force car in there. At ease.
Okay, now we're back. I'm gonna start the movie. We're starting Christmas in Dollywood. Now we'll just continue.
Again, to refresh you all from the first half of our show, our guest who's come in today,
Geoffrey Eggelston, is in the house.
Used to work. His very first gig in performance in theater was Dollywood.
Theater.
I
studied Shakespeare at the Globe in London.
And my first,
and then in Decatur, Illinois.
At a very fine institution in Decatur, Illinois.
I used to wait at the bus from a kid that moved to.
Oh yeah, I've been in that theater right there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No shit.
That's the big one.
So we're right away. So what city did they show when this movie started?
I honestly think I thought her theme park was near Nashville, but no, it's probably it's in Eastern Tennessee, more than Western Tennessee. Yeah. Oh, this woman.
That's Danica Keller from fucking Wonder Years. That's Winnie Cooper, dude.
Wow.
And Dolly Parton makes an appearance at the end.
Yeah.
I wonder how much she charged them for this.
Recent.
They have a hologram of her at the at the park that does shows on Christmas. People perform with a hologram of Dolly Parton.
That's hilarious.
And then there's another an exhibit.
Hilarious.
Like a museum of her
like
where
Tupac?
they have a butterfly flies out at you and then like a hologram and then transforms
and bursts into starbursts.
Like beautiful burst into Dolly Parton. And she tells you a little bit about her life growing up.
When I was growing up, I came from a butterfly.
Drive by her house. We drove by her house, like many times, like on our way places. Like,
hey, listen.
It's not where she lives 100% of the time, but where she stays.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little place on a huge piece of land.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I feel like with with Southern money. People from the South get money. Terry Bradshaw. Think of him like he was obviously he's from Louisiana. He's got that show on now. He actually, I think, they like to buy ranches. They got money. They want to raise quarter horses and like have like a good 1,000-acre farm. To have the land. That's very much like the romantic sort of like whatever. I respect. It's a very American.
Roads,
it's very American.
Roads, Boogertown Road, dude. That was what I took
Oh,
to
that's
get home
great.
At the end of the day.
Boogertown
Road.
Dolly Parton got finger popped
amazing.
on Boogertown Road.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a trip driving in there for the first time, just like going, oh, okay, this is gonna be
People ask
like
me,
her town,
crazy
basically. Yeah.
experience.
People ask
Well,
me.
no, it's the weirdest thing. Like driving through. Have you ever been to Branson, Missouri?
Yeah, I have not, but
it's literally copy paste. Branson, Missouri, down to the theme park. The Dollywood was originally Silver Dollar City, Pigeon Forge, but they came through. They purchased like a brand deal with Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
And had her like basically just rebranded the whole park.
Yeah.
But like the strip up to the theme park is just like it's like the same. It's like a go-kart place, a big souvenir shop, and I don't know, another fucking souvenir shop, really.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them say like live gators, And
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
in, it's like a gator in a tank as big as this like countertop.
Yeah,
or whatever. And it's just that like in sequence, like down this like main.
It's this trail of just like campy sort of like entryway.
And,
Yeah.
like minor theme parks, like like go-kart tracks.
Yeah,
and, like, weird,
go-kart
cheap-
tracks,
cheap
absolutely.
versions for
Wisconsin
desperate people.
Dells.
Very
Dells
similar
is
to that as well,
Exactly.
yes.
That Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So like getting there was just this bizarre. I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
And then they just immediately treated us so well.
Like you say, yes, they were great. They couldn't be better.
Well, yeah, because
and there is something to the southern hospitality.
Yes.
Southern people being very
because you
polite.
imagine the sinister like in front of like the bus pulls away and they're nice, and then it's Dolly Parton being like, "All right, queers, you're in for the hardest 8 weeks of theatering in your life."
No, it's
now
funny.
get to dancing.
Yeah.
No, they had their own rehearsal warehouse, like this unmarked, like Joe Rogan style, like unmarked rehearsal warehouse.
Wow.
Because there were some, it actually got a little creepy sometimes. There were some fucking diehards, like fans of the performers at Dollywood who would like hang out too long outside. Like
It had a stalky element to it.
Yeah, so I think like they had like a lot of unmarked facilities in the area. For
What
some
was
of
the
super
age?
fans.
What was the age usually? Like, would they show you? Would they have pictures of the people waiting and stuff?
Oh, the what? Like
was there
outside waiting?
Yeah.
For the,
like, would you see them? Were they?
It was like a lot of like it'd be like families, like, but they'd be like families, and everybody was a little off.
Yeah.
We're like the super fans. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be the mom and the daughter, and they'd always be wearing the same shirt, kind of.
Yeah.
and,
Exactly.
like,
Yep. Exactly.
And just like, why are you lingering like this? Like, we're not anybody special. Like, I get you like the show,
Yeah.
and you like Dollywood, but like, like why they're like they like found out where our dressing rooms were, and like right outside the gate. But we rehearsed also in this warehouse was where they kept all the Christmas shit.
Yeah.
And our truck in the show that I was in, our truck left from another place where they kept a bunch of Christmas shit. So you like can't escape Christmas if you're working at Dollywood.
Yeah.
It's just like all behind the walls when it's not Christmas.
Yeah. You still get a Christmas vibe when it's June.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
Are there
hilarious.
like how close are houses when you're there?
I mean, pretty close.
Like,
I mean, there's like the main stretch where it's like hotels and stuff.
Like,
how
I wonder
how many people live there? In that
It's
town?
pretty small.
What
It's
is
very
it?
seasonal too.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I guess I couldn't tell you how many people, but not many.
Like a
It's
Wisconsin
mountain
Dells would
town.
have like 9,000 people. Wisconsin would have
probably
11,000.
in the off season.
Yeah.
But the other thing about the area though is that it's like one of those like kind of clusters of cities. So it's like Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville. And
Sevierville.
and like,
It's
and like
severe.
Marysville,
Yeah.
so there are all these towns that are within like 20 minutes of each other. So a lot
in
of
the
people,
Smoky Mountains too, right?
Yeah,
Which are
so-
beautiful, by the way.
Yeah,
Are amazing.
And those are in Gatlinburg. The stretch in Gatlinburg is beautiful. Like you drive down past like Ripley's, believe it or not, and like,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Wax
Wow,
Museum
yep,
there
exactly.
and the aquarium, and then at the end of the road is the path up to the mountaintop. So it's
I imagine
really
when you go to Sevierville, you fill up with gas, and the guy goes, we're known for our storms.
Yeah.
And then just as he says it, thunder hits, and he goes, see?
yeah.
Y'all better get going
That's
now.
the exclamation point to
Yeah.
his line. Exactly.
Yeah, but as far as like the real people of the area, most of them are in like Sevierville. Like
That's when you know you're
really
not.
in Gatlinburg.
That's when you know you're in a place with nothing. When they're like, we're known for tall grass, that Beaverton grass. Like that's what when you've just had to latch onto
that's
something.
their sales pitch. City
the
council made that decision.
The clouds are always puffier in Dalton. Like,
over the hill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like pillars.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I had
You're
to drive
right.
through. I had to drive through like a mountain pass every day on my way to work.
Yeah.
because I lived in Gatlinburg and it was in Pigeon Forge, so it was on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah.
And
Pigeon
I almost got
Forge.
ran off the road once by an RV pulling a boat.
Wow.
Like they came on and didn't give me room and just like switched lanes and terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I remember I went to the 1982 World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee,
Cool.
and stayed in the Smoky Mountains. They're beautiful.
Did you eat fried
They're
food?
really amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And that drive all the way down from Virginia, I used to live in Virginia.
Mhm.
You'd go over and you drive all the way down the Shenandoah Valley in there. It's
I bet.
pretty amazing. It's pretty nice. But I'm sorry, what were you saying, Keith?
Did you eat any fried Twinkies or anything at the fucking fair?
Well,
Gotta eat fair food.
yeah, of course I ate fair
There
food.
was
But
a
it was like
guy at
hot
Dollywood
dogs, probably.
named,
Yeah.
John Boy.
This
That
guy
was his
looks
real
like-
name.
They got this.
Pork rinds. John
So
Boy
we're
made pork
in
rinds.
Yeah, what were the
Dollywood.
culinary options
That
of
was the
Dollywood?
entrance. That was
This
the
is
entrance right there.
where we're at, dude. I'm gonna put a
Yeah,
little
I've been
behind
here.
it
I've,
here.
like, taking pictures for people here, like
Hey, I remember going to King's Dominion when I was a kid in Virginia. I used to love
that's
going
like
to
a
King's
chocolate
Dominion.
store behind those guys.
I remember when I was 16, I took my dad's car and some friends of ours. We went to King's Dominion, partied it up. It was so late. Oh, look
There's
at this.
a woman who walks around. I wonder if she makes a cameo in this movie. The Chicken Lady is her name. Mama something. the
Is
Chicken
she like
Lady.
crazy?
She acts. I mean, she's like a character, obviously, but it's like the same woman who's been her.
Wow, forever. Like
Yeah,
that.
so
That's
it's
her
like
thing.
Actually, an old lady who like is basically this lady.
There's got to be some stories that she. I wonder. There'll be some stories that she has. Like
I
that
bet,
person's
dude.
life. You've lived that is a unorthodox existence.
Definitely.
You know?
and the Big Show. While I was there, they bring in people that contract like other performers, like children's performers.
Yeah.
The guy who they had was like this bubble blowing extraordinary, like held like bubble blowing world records. He was such a douche, dude. He thought he was so cool. It's like, dude, you blow bubbles. Like the one time he came out with us to the bar, like he like bought food for everybody, but he was like sitting in the booth, like not talking to anybody, like offering cold nachos to people. It's like, dude, like you're not that cool.
Yeah.
Dude. Like,
Wow.
You blow bubbles.
And you can't tell someone that because the bubble blower will like tell on you or kill
Right,
themselves.
He's making
Either
way more
or.
money than
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well,
Like, he was like in that world. He is a big deal. But
Yeah.
it's like, dude, have some
But that world
perspective.
is-
I just got out of college, dude. Like I was. You're not cool.
Did you meet women in Dollywood?
Yeah, I dated a girl, a dancer from Dollywood.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. That's good
Yeah.
for you, man.
She's
Yeah.
the one who choreographed for Dolly Parton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Nice.
so
Southern women
so
are
as
beautiful, man.
I'm just gonna fill you guys in on the plot. Danica Keller is some sort of great producer, and I think going to Dollywood is like a downgrade to her. Like this starts in New York,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
she gets like relegated to
So
Dollywood.
the snooty woman seems to be a theme in a lot of these Hallmark movies.
The
Is that
snooty
true?
woman or the woman that is like she was waiting for an internship at some hospital and it didn't come through, so she has to go to Alaska to be a doctor, and she's all pissed about it.
yeah. It's got to step down.
Yeah.
Can I also say that the only people who look like who are even close to looking like this, who are walking around Dollywood, are the performers?
Yeah.
Nobody visiting Dollywood looks
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Fat. It's people that eat fried Twinkies at the World's Fair.
Yeah.
This is kind of pulling me out.
yeah.
I don't know if I can watch the rest of this. I can't suspend my disbelief enough.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of obesity going on.
Fat people.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
like not even just like like, okay, you're fat, like impressive.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
like a lot of scooters, like that kind
Yeah.
of level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, that's not a sustainable model.
No.
Yeah.
Tell that to John Boy making the pork rinds, dude.
I know.
Tell it to
Dude,
him. He's younger. He was like 18.
So the pandemic is
Yeah,
probably,
yeah. What were the culinary options at Dollywood? What would it be?
Well, pretty much what you'd expect. When we got there, it was like at the end of their fall festival, so that kind of stuff was around for a while.
A lot of
It's
pumpkin
like
pie.
giant cookies, giant turkey leg, giant.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie. Like you can go and have like a southern meal, your mashed
Pecan
potatoes,
pie
shit.
or something like that. Yeah.
So I mean, like theme park stuff. I mean, the food was good. Like it was actually they had a cafeteria for the employees. It was
Yeah.
like Dollywood and actually the rides at Dollywood are very good.
Yeah.
It's actually a very good
Like theme park.
theme park.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I've heard it's been around for a long time. I mean, I remember being around in the 80s. I mean, it's been around so they've been able to sustain their thing. Jim Baker tried to do that with the PTL Club in the 80s.
That's funny.
They had like a Christian themed that just like totally went belly up. And I've seen a documentary where Tammy Faye Baker goes back to it. And it's literally like that episode of The Simpsons when they go to the town that got the monorail, they go and it's all like overgrown with weeds, like post-apocalyptic, and Tammy Faye Baker's walking around. And like at one time it was a popular theme park in South Carolina that would get like millions of people a year would go to it, but it was just horribly mismanaged. I guess Jim Baker had to raise $2 million a day to sustain his ministry. $2 million a day. That's like
It's a lot of cocaine.
That's like that's a little less than $1 billion a year. But and so it was interesting her going back there. So my point is Dollywood is better than that. It's sustained that. It outlived that, obviously. So it's got a business model.
Oh,
it's
cool.
functioning.
And diehards.
Yeah,
Those, the people who aren't creepy and just diehards, like.
Oh, I'm
people
sure.
Go every day, dude. There are people who are there every day. Wow. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a little bit of everything going on, and as far as theme parks go, it's not like super expensive either. I'd say, it's like just below. I guess Six Flags in terms of thrills.
Yeah.
But in terms of like quality of entertainment and everything, it's above Six Flags.
Yeah.
See,
they take huge pride in their
This movie
Yeah.
doesn't even show you
Yeah.
the rides. This all takes place in the theater park. That house is awesome. I want to live in a big city, but like Bruce Wayne, a house like that
Colors in
somewhere.
this make me want to
Oh, it's just,
vomit.
I know. It's just, I
It's
know.
like
isn't it?
So it's like they put
beyond
a filter
saccharine.
over it that's just, yeah.
So Jeff, me and Crow have. It's like a commercial. It's like they're living in a J.C. Penney catalog.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like when you turn on a Hallmark
they just
movie.
finished taking pictures for the catalog, and they're like, "Oh, can we use this real quick?"
Whose mind thinks this is idyllic? Whose mind thinks that?
When you
I'm sorry, right? I mean,
when you turn on when
I
you
can tell
turn
what
on
color their skin is.
when you turn on Hallmark, you think it's a commercial. at
Exactly,
first.
yeah.
It takes you a minute and a half to be like, this is a movie.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
could be a like a fucking Folgers commercial.
yeah. It's just it's a bunch of it's like 78 scenes of that put together. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all that sort of
Dude, you know what would be a fun
But
prospect?
I feel like I can see like a green and red like halo around all the people. It's
Yeah.
just so.
Do you know what would be funny? Oh, look at this. The lights are like flaring.
Oh my God.
It would be fun to take 12 of these movies and edit together a new movie out of pieces of the different Hallmark Christmas
whittle
movies.
it down.
Like
You
a
could
fever
actually do
dream?
that because you have the
Yeah.
It'll be this emotional reaction to this. We know from that
The
third episode.
one
Yeah, you could
Hallmark
do it.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man.
It'd be
I
the
wonder if there's,
penultimate.
Like, an actor who's like had enough overlap in enough of these movies where you could
Yeah, you
Oh,
make them a
oh,
theme.
for sure.
Make him a character.
enough shots. Of,
She's
like,
been in
somebody who's done it,
multiple.
a bunch of them, you know.
Do you know who else is in a lot of these? Candace Cameron from fucking DJ Tanner from Full House.
Well,
yeah,
and
you
that
could
is that
make
Kirk
them, like,
Cameron's
boring-
sister? Or-
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Make
Yeah.
them the protagonists of the film.
And there's one dude he was in the movie that was on before I put this on. It's one guy who's in like, you go to his Wikipedia, he does these movies every year.
Yeah.
I was an extra in a Bounce version of a Hallmark movie, and they shoot these movies in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they crank it. They're able. I mean, it's like when you're doing this, you're working. I'm sure you're putting in a
Oh,
fucking 12, 14-hour
this is
day.
the house they use. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like,
Oh
this is
yeah, this is the house. They
the
had
same props.
they
like-
probably
Yep.
had they probably had from midnight to 6 in the morning while it
Yep.
was closed to shoot,
Yep.
and just like don't break shit
Yeah.
and fucking
Have
Dolly
your
will kill
lines
you.
down because it's there is a production value. Hey, listen,
It's just the movie
It's a
version of
it's a
soap
form of
opera.
entertainment. That's the best I can say.
It's the movie version of a soap opera, man.
Yeah.
I remember
You almost can, if there's no dialogue, go, don't wake Dolly. She can see sound.
There's a weird, like, again, whose idyllic vision, who like this is their fantasy.
I don't know,
There's
man.
obviously a market for this. They wouldn't make it otherwise. There wouldn't be that is your fantasy. It's not mine. I don't relate to it.
I don't know. I guess
I'm not the
I have
intended
met
audience on
people-
this one.
I have met
Yeah.
many people though who will say, "Yeah, I love sappy Hallmark movies."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
This guy.
know people.
But there's
I love it.
obviously they're fun, but I mean, there's obviously a ridiculous nature. You realize
Yeah.
there's an irony to it, of course. Obviously, what you're watching
Right now, when you guys leave, we're going to put on Freeform. We're in the middle of a Halloween movie marathon.
Dude,
and
it
then-
looks like the only shot they got of
This is-
Dollywood from this is like that entrance sign, and none of
They
none
do
of these
stuff
other
in the park.
shots
They do.
are-
There's a couple performances in the park,
Oh, really?
but that's what I wanted to get your gauge on because Dolly's in this, and I'm interested to see how much they actually filmed in Dollywood. They probably had like 3 days.
Yeah, I mean,
And
so far,
stuff
I mean,
goes
that
wrong.
Theater
Oh, yeah,
could be,
yeah,
could
yeah.
not be, but it looked familiar enough, and the entrance is all.
All
we're
the
getting, dude.
exteriors
But
probably.
this like weird. This is
This
supposed
is
to be
filmed.
there. It's
This is filmed in
definitely
Burbank or something.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what this
yeah,
is.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you one thing: there ain't a flat screen TV anywhere near this fucking place.
not.
Those things cause cancer. They watch your moves.
Is that Brian Doyle Murray?
What is the
looks
plot?
like
What are these two
getting a
people-
cameo? They always have this too. They always have like. Is that?
That's not Brian Doyle
It
Murray.
is in the same camp as him. That'd be hilarious. if
It's
it
a.
was.
It's ish. It's cleaned up Doyle Murray.
Yeah.
But what's the?
He's
what-
been
what-
in stuff.
Can you what's the plot of this movie? Since I haven't been paying attention.
Let me look it up on the computer.
I got a
here.
feeling you already know. They have a weird romantic tension, as there always is,
clearly. I
and they
picked
will
up on
kiss
that.
at the end, of course. That will be
Right,
that-
but what are they trying to do? What is this meeting about? Like, what are they trying to do at Dollywood?
All right, let's see.
understand,
I'm gonna get the thing right
do they
here.
work for Dollywood, or is this
Well, I think
the
they're
big,
coming and
scary
she's a
Dollywood
pretty-
When a
executive?
New York City event planner
Yes.
returns to Tennessee to organize the Christmas celebration at Dollywood, she pairs with the head of operations who thinks he can handle the party just fine on his own.
Oh, that's the tension. But it's also a romantic tension. But he's the company man,
Oh my
and
God,
she's
it's
from
just
out
so-
of town.
It's just a machine, dude. It's formulaic. It's the same. You can make maybe the same kind of argument about like Marvel.
Well,
films.
and here's the
Like,
difference.
why do
of-
people like?
Oh yeah.
Why do people like to watch that same formula over and over and over again? I don't know. Like,
Here's
some
the
people just
difference
like
in the
that.
formula too, because it's either this or the tension will be she moves to a town and the guy's like, "You fucking think we're shit kickers? You hate this town."
Yeah, exactly. You
Little Miss
looking
fucking
down us.
Little Miss Leather Shoes over here.
Look
Yeah.
at me, Biff.
Yeah,
I'm riding
exactly.
the
Yeah,
tractor.
yeah.
And then by the end of it, they
They accept her.
I
she
always point
accepts
this
them.
out at the end of these movies. They clearly fall in love. They will do the pinky hand hold.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends right before the credits roll. They'll kiss, and
Yes.
you know at some point they're going to have sex. But in this world, in Hallmark movies, you make love. Let's be honest.
Well, they're never gonna. They can't show this.
No, they don't even feign it. They go from hating each other to someone going, "You totally love him."
No, I don't. Like
Yeah, yeah.
And then she kind of comes to her senses and kind of realizes it. But like the slow realization. She
now,
goes, yeah, this is
now
the guy,
hurry
right?
up. These pumpkins.
But
aren't
it's really
gonna pick
two scenes.
themselves. But you love him.
God. Interesting.
God. It's
Oh,
an executive
dude.
decision. I'm an executive. I'm a fucking guy. You fucking puss.
Yes.
Get your fucking puss out of here.
Schedule and create an action plan.
An action plan.
An action plan.
Yeah.
I happen to be very thorough.
Are they just in like a hotel, like ballroom or something?
Oh,
right now?
absolutely, dude.
Oh, they connect through work. They connect through work.
Yeah.
too.
So she comes from New York because she's a big event planner, and he's this upset he's the operations manager, which
At
probably means
Dollywood,
like
yeah.
when someone
The
vomits.
operations manager at Dollywood does not look like that. I get it. His name is Bill. He doesn't look like that.
You're not this handsome guy, and yeah.
This is no Bill.
She's up just trying to figure him out. She's just confused by him, but yet somewhat intrigued too. It's so bad. I hate it. Sorry.
Ugh, dude.
Yeah. And this
Every
is the countdown to Christmas. So to fill you in,
Already.
Jeff. No,
I
this
know.
is the download.
We want to get there.
The
we want
countdown to
2020 to be over.
Jeff.
Well,
Please.
honestly, Let's count down then. Let's
No.
count down
Yeah.
Christmas.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
The
That's the
count-
reason why, man. I'm telling you.
Jeff, let me give you how sick it is. They've accrued so many at this point. The countdown to Christmas is the month of November. They play a marathon. The channel is just for an entire month. They play all of the old Christmas movies, and then it leads into December, which is for all of that month. It's the new ones that they've filmed all year.
So
This-
it's back-to-back
Starting
months.
this April, the countdown to
I
Christmas
know.
on Hallmark.
No,
That was like the day after, I'm telling you.
Well,
Remember,
no,
they advertised the
theme
day
parks,
after.
though, theme parks do start their Christmas shit like in like October.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they keep,
Absolutely.
and they'll do like maybe I don't know. I don't even think Halloween really happens at Dollywood. I think it's like pretty conservative.
Yeah,
I don't think they do it, but
yeah, because it's
they
a little
have some
too
sort of
dark.
harvest,
Yeah,
but
it's
I bet
satanic.
Christmas, I think, rolls in pretty quick.
Yeah.
And they'll keep going through like most of January.
They have like a bit of a Thanksgiving themed thing at all, really, or it's one that's just into Christmas
kind of deal
for
but-
1
but
week.
they get into
Yeah, Christmas in a hurry.
pretty quick.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like
And obviously, Obama wanted to take that away. He wants
yeah.
to make Christmas illegal.
because he's black.
Yeah. They wanted to take that away. No one's taking that away. You're going to still be able to do
No,
Christmas
and
like
people
that,
are going to
you
do
know?
it. They're going to be out being
yes,
dumb.
it's not. That's
Like,
not going to
Dollywood
happen.
is open right now as we speak. Like people are going to be celebrating Christmas at Dollywood.
Can
this
I
year.
say LA's done? That's one thing
Yeah,
LA's
yeah.
done that's made me ashamed is it stopped because everybody's so chill out
Yeah,
here. You have to
That's the big theater where we did our warm.
now. Are those just houses in the neighborhood back
No,
there?
no, no.
No,
th-
this
those
is
are like.
inside the theme park.
That's so you can get, like,
makes
T-shirts
It,
and,
she
you
wants
know,
it to look like a town.
Well, she has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that it's called Dollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, you gave her name.
She is just,
So-
she's just like it's like a brand deal.
So she almost
it's
doesn't
like
give
when
a
Trump
fuck.
puts his name on a hotel. kind of.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the same thing. Yeah.
And then she does like promotional shit. So this is all so far like literally within 5 seconds of walking in, where like that big theater there is like right behind the sign.
When she dies, it's going to be a big deal. When Dolly goes, Dolly's got. I mean, her days are numbered. I think. You know, she's old.
She's
It's
getting
going to
up
be a big
there.
deal. You know, I like Dolly Parton.
Thank you.
Her personality in 9 to 5, I liked it.
Dude,
She's like spunky
everybody
country.
Told me, oh yeah, you know, she comes and sees all the new shows. Like,
There's
I'm
no
definitely gonna
way.
meet her.
There's no fucking
And
way.
then she came. They were opening a new roller coaster right after I left, and so she like prioritized that over coming to meet us. Otherwise, I would have met her. That
Yeah.
was would have been one of the cool.
Well,
things.
exactly. That would have been the entree. Oh, well, thank you
And
so
I know
much
some
for
people who, like,
performing.
performed and like sang with her.
Yeah.
like, in the
Oh,
show
yeah.
she did.
That'd be
It's pretty
amazing.
Cool.
Islands in the Stream, right? Is it Islands in the Stream or Islands with Kenny Rogers? What's her duet she sings that, you know, I can't remember.
I don't know.
Islands in the Sea.
Islands in the Stream. What
So,
is it?
Crow, do you want me
Islands
to-
in the Stream.
Do you want me to burn through some television history?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm meandering a bit.
So
but this-
Jeff, I don't
I'm
know if you've
interested in
ever
this
listened to
Dollywood
an
stuff.
episode long enough to know that we do. I have a website that tells you what happened throughout the entire week in television history this week.
Oh fuck yeah, let's do it.
I changed over to a new browser, so everything's
Brave
kind of
browser.
fucking. I'm brave to the T,
You
dude.
guys were talking stocks earlier. I'm all in. I'm all in cryptocurrency, baby.
He's hard on cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
yeah, I'm not doing so hot right now, but you know, none of the markets really are. I got some long-term plays I'm hoping will pay out.
Exactly.
You know?
Things have been, because of what's going on with the election,
There was
things
a
are going to have to sift
big
out.
boom, like maybe I guess a month or two ago, in crypto, where I should have.
Liquidated it.
Yeah, like some of it, I should have like just like pulled my gains out, but
Yeah.
now I'm basically back to square one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just for using this one website once, they created this new token, and suddenly I had $1,000 just because people decided. That's the weird thing about crypto is like it's purely speculative.
Yeah.
So people just decide, oh, this is worth money now. You know,
Yeah.
we just made this, and this is worth money now. I was like, okay, sure, I'll take that.
It just seems so odd to me.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, Bitcoin is the big one.
Yeah,
obviously,
exactly.
But I hold all these like weird little ones.
Well,
that
what
you
was the
haven't
other
heard
main
of.
competitor for that?
There's Ethereum, Bitcoin,
Ethereum,
are
exactly,
the big
yeah.
ones. Ethereum is like what all the other tiny shit coins
Yeah.
are like based on. They're all like built on Ethereum.
And you
those are,
just
like,
would
the
you
two
just
big
use that credit to then buy things or something?
Oh
Or-
no, there's no buying.
How is
of
it
anything.
transferable?
It's literally all about just selling tokens for other tokens. Like it's just pumps, and like riding pumps. Like nobody ever. A lot of them have actual use cases, but since it's so speculative, like this one I have
Yeah.
is like for decentralized justice. So for like small dispute, it's like small claims court. You would create a contract on this system, and then if there were problems with like me designing this website for you, it would be sent to a decentralized pool of jurors who all hold this token in exchange for dealing with this case and deciding an outcome. If they side with the majority, they get like a paid out in this token.
Wow.
So it's like, and then there's this other one that
It
is
sounds like some Star Trek shit.
No,
yeah,
there's a business.
energy,
Yeah.
like electricity. It's an electricity token. So and it's actually being used like in
Whoa.
tiny parts of Germany. So it's like these super weird ideas that exist in this blockchain. I don't even really
The
understand.
blockchain
Yeah.
is bad for the environment, right?
Dude, you're getting into a
Don't
world
you
of
like
computers.
mine
I don't know.
things for it? Don't you have to like mine rock for the blockchain?
No, mining on the blockchain is just computer processors.
But isn't
solving-
it bad? Like, isn't the blockchain bad? Like, I've heard that it's like like people who fuck with the like actually know how to fuck with the blockchain are like dangerous. Like
No,
they could.
well, they know a lot about computers, but they're like dangerous hackers. But the blockchain. The other thing about all this is that it's incredibly secure. Like incredibly like they're. With Bitcoin, you send that money. There's no room for it to.
So
fuck up,
Crocious,
unless it's your mistake.
decisions. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I now use a web browser called Brave that's made by people who make cryptocurrency.
Mhm.
So it's like it blocks ad. You don't even have, it comes with ad blockers.
Oh.
They're
It
all
tells you
about-
how much time you save based on how many ads they've blocked.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And you can link it to all your
And
devices.
for every ad you look at, you earn.
Yeah, they give you little
cryptocurrency.
pieces of
You earn
cryptocurrency.
this token,
But it's
this
all
native
perspective,
token.
like until you cash it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
It's yeah.
It's
And
pretty
it's
neat.
weird, like 0.2 tokens is like $1.
Yeah. No, that's a world that I'm not aware of. I mean, I've heard of it obviously, but in terms of the mechanics of it, how it works,
So
I haven't been exposed to it. I don't know.
barely
I don't know.
understand it. You
Yeah.
know?
So,
I mean, but-
boys, on this week in television history,
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Here we go.
got
October
way off
12th.
track.
No, it's fine. That's what
That's
it's
great.
for.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fine.
Back to
October 12th, 1960, Japanese politician Inahiro Asanuma is assassinated with a sword during a television debate live on TV by a 17-year-old nationalist.
Do you know who celebrates that? Do you know who celebrates
Trump?
that? The Proud Boys celebrate that
Do
holiday.
they?
There was a fight about 3 or 4 years ago that the McGinnis guy was speaking at the New York Athletic Club, whatever, and there were Antifa protesting him, and he had a bunch of his Proud Boys come over and they beat the shit out of him. So it was like, but they were celebrating that because that was a socialist politician who a nationalist 17-year-old fucking killed. So they were celebrating that and the Proud Boys that's like a respected event in right-wing circles. You know?
Also, a little bit for me, 1992, same day, Bret Hitman Hart beats Ric Flair for the WWF title.
What year?
1992. That was when Ric Flair won the Royal Rumble. They got Ric Flair to move to the WWF in 1992. He was old school NWA and WCW his whole fucking career. And there's some stipulation to where Hogan gets hurt, so the Royal Rumble is for the WWF title. It's usually just for a shot at the WWF title. But this year it was for it, and Flair comes in, maybe not number one, but it's the best Royal Rumble ever.
Yeah.
Like the psychology he plays out and the way people feed him. And then at the end, he cuts the famous promo as this is the greatest day of my life. And he cries when he has the title and shit.
Yeah, because he's older at that time.
Oh,
right?
he was like in his late 30s.
His 30 for 30
It's great.
is very good.
Yeah.
He's 30 for, and I'm not a wrestling fan,
So-
but I'm like, this is good.
So Flair
What a
has the
tough
belt
life.
through that
It's
year.
fascinating shit.
Yeah.
And then he dropped it to Bret Hart because Ric Flair hated fucking Hulk Hogan. So he probably was like, I'll only drop it to Bret. And that was Bret's first WWF title. He got 4 more before Goldberg ended his career
The
by
fact that
kicking
there
him
was
in the
actually
head.
like he has a say in who the belt goes to, like it's not just me. That's
No.
hilarious.
That's fucking
hilarious.
Flair don't want to work
He
with
gets
him.
his because Flair. I'm sure Flair thought Hogan was a big clown. He wasn't a good wrestler.
Well,
I mean,
big men
Flair could
suck.
actually wrestle. You know?
Yeah,
You
he
know?
can't do his fucking
his
wrestling
moves and shit. You know, so he was a purist, of course. You know, it's hilarious.
A purist.
You know,
I always loved the weddings of interest.
he had lots of moon teeth.
This
Oh,
week,
yeah.
1991, Spielberg weds Kate Capshaw, who would eventually give birth to a girl who now masturbates on webcams for people.
Jesus.
Whoa, that's what the website says?
No, that's what.
I think
that's,
didn't they have like 6
I can see the
kids?
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malcolm X weds. I love how they fucking the Angela Bassett, Malcolm X, weds actor Courtney B. Vance in Los Angeles. What a 97 Hollywood wedding.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's go to a different day here. Let me put up some sound so we know what's going on in Dollywood, too.
Same shit, dude.
Well, now they have to
We
connect.
both want the same thing,
See-
but we can't seem to find an agreement.
Yeah. I'm just better than you. God said so. The third presidential debate with Nixon in Hollywood and Kennedy in New York, 1960, happened this week.
Huh.
Is that the one you were talking about if you listened on the radio or
no,
whatever?
Actually, no, it was the first one. That was in Chicago, actually, where the first one was out that it was actually filmed, because they actually had that. They have that at the Chicago Historical Society. They have like the actual set. Like it's the same cameras. It was first in Chicago. Where people, in fact, Nixon's mother, I guess, called him up and was like, "Are you sick?" Because he was sweating and stuff. Like he looked so bad, that she was concerned about his health. His mom, that's not a call you want to get from your mom after you went up in front of tens of millions of people.
Hell yeah.
You didn't look good.
This week in 1978, the first TV movie from a TV series, Rescue from Gilligan's Island, debuts. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
The professor comes off the island and he's like, I invented this thing. It's a board with wheels. And Gilligan's like, skateboard. Like the professor invented every invention.
He was basically the Carrot Top before Carrot Top.
Also, I love the hack debate of like, the professor was banging Marianne. No, the professor was trying to fucking put his thumb up Gilligan's butt.
But he was taken. It was his little buddy. That was a good mid-90s hack joke too. It was a good Gilligan's Island joke here,
Just about
his little buddy, I bet.
gay.
Well, sorry.
Gay.
Exactly.
In 1977, Linda Ronstadt sings the national anthem at the World Series.
Oh, that's the first World Series I remember. Yankees Dodgers.
Did you fall in love with her, Crow?
I remember thinking she was very cute. She was
wearing with that scarf, with that folksy scarf.
She's been interviewed by Dan Rather. She had a career.
Oh, dude! In 1979, this week, The Miracle Worker debuted on TV. That movie terrified my dad.
Yeah, was that with
Patty Duke plays
Duke.
Helen Keller?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I like the next one, Keith. Let's read about the next one.
The Kardashians.
Yeah.
07. That show's been on for 13 years.
Gross, dude.
Ugh.
That was the first episode. Was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I just watched a little bit, maybe 2 minutes of it just recently. I just wanted to watch, and it was.
Let's
her.
celebrate the birth of Usher this week.
What year?
Native of Dallas, Texas.
What year?
78.
Oh, she was a little bit older.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. But I watched, and it was her. Kim Kardashian, because of her connection to Kanye, they're trying to do that app to help people getting out of prison or something. There's some sort of, and they're pawning it off as like their great I'm so great to the peasants.
Right.
It's so
People are like,
disgusting.
Actually, she's a really good person.
Yeah, and just and I was just so happy that these women could be vulnerable, because there were women who had it was some attempt at prison reform that had affected literally 30 people's lives.
Right.
They put that stat up there. 30 people have been helped. 30 people? I have an idea. Donate half of your money and try to do massive prison reform. Get that going if you want to really change things. But no, it's that's the whole thing about the wealth being so concentrated. It's like we're living off of the crumbs of the wealthy, and we're supposed to live off of their benign sort of or their benevolence. Their benevolence. Like, the rich will help us, just not in a systemic way, just a few people here and there. It's just that's gross. You're not doing anything. You're not really changing things. So I got enough of the 2 minutes. I was like, this is just disgusting.
Yeah,
I cannot watch. It's just
so something I find fascinating this week.
That
also,
model of femininity is so disturbing to me. Anyway,
I love what femininity scares Crow.
No, that model of femininity. Yeah.
That model
is
that specific
horrific.
model. You sound like someone who is getting bullied. It's just that specific model. It's just that specific model.
That of just this is what of just all they do is lounge around on couches and talk about shopping. That's literally all the fucking show is about.
Which show?
That's Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's just
that's all they do.
New territory, but it's like.
But Crow, if you could afford to only do that, How great would your
but
life
they
be?
haven't done anything.
Dude,
it doesn't make
I'm
any
doing that
sense.
right now on the government's dime.
Well,
and I can tell you
their
that
dad-
it's not that great.
Their dad got OJ off, and that's
yeah,
enough
he
for
was
a
one of the
legacy.
attorneys. Yeah, well, he was
Uh,
a successful, wealthy attorney.
This week in 1951, I Love Lucy debuts. Now, the reason I
51.
love this show is I didn't like it specifically, but I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz came up with the idea of syndicated television because they didn't trust the show. So they basically said, let us produce the show and we'll just sell you 70 episodes
yeah,
and air it. If it's bad, you paid us and we made money. And if
Yeah.
it's good, we'll work out. So they created syndicate, like
Yeah.
taped syndicated, like live to tape, like in front of a studio audience.
yeah. No,
Like
yeah.
before then, it was just a crew, like
Yeah.
a camera crew.
That's crazy. Isn't that interesting? Like that's a pivot point in the business model.
They changed
you know?
television.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
The business of television, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think Desilu Productions, I think they were very wealthy in the 60s. You know who was super wealthy? Dean Martin invested in NBC early on, like in the early 50s. He sold his stock in the late 60s for like $700 million. It was some huge amount of money for that time period. For that, I mean, that's like incredible.
This
That's so
one's
much
for
money,
Crow
you know?
because this was probably a reference of his early stand-up. 1989, American radio and television evangelist Billy Graham is given the 1900th star on the Hollywood Boulevard, the first clergyman to be granted a star.
Billy Graham.
My dad used to talk about Billy Graham all the time.
I guess he had, he would go to the White House all the time. Like
He was a big star, though.
yeah. I mean, he was. I think
He
he
talked to the biggest star.
There
Yeah.
you go.
When didn't he just die a couple years ago?
Yes, and then his son got caught banging a pool boy with his wife. What a good girl.
Wait, banging a pool boy with his wife?
His wife, yeah, we're having like three-ways with pool boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean,
And his son was selling himself as like a devout
I think so.
pure man too?
Well, it's never surprising to me. That's never surprising to me.
Nah, they're all
It's
doing what they say is evil.
Yeah, and you're obviously overcompensating for your own tremendous feelings of guilt that you can't integrate the fact that you're a little off in that way or something, or even if you are or not, you think it is. So that's all that matters. So, yeah, I'm never surprised, because I think Billy, I think it might be Junior, but I think his son like took over the ministry. I believe one of his sons. I don't know if that was the one.
A lot of wrestling. Sensational Sherry, 1988, beats Sherry Martel. Or Rockin' Robin beats Sherry Martel for the WWF Women's title. That's before. That is when women were just at the bottom of the wrestling boot.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a tough road.
Yeah, can you imagine like being one of those? I mean, there's a story. I've seen that Glow. I've seen Glow. The
women
wrestling.
wrestlers paved the way for other women, and it was paved by being drugged by a male wrestler across a fucking wrestling
like a
ring.
caveman. Yeah, by the short hairs or the long hairs. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, absolutely. That must have been a rough. That was you were a tough woman if you were doing that.
Because the main
woman.
trainer of women, the fabulous Moolah, was fucking stretching these broads, and they were taking advantage of them, stealing their money. Moolah was bad. Watch the Glow documentary.
Yeah, I've
on
seen
Netflix.
the Glow. Yeah, I've seen the Glow documentary. Absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah,
and then we're finally on today.
The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Yeah,
I remember watching that in the late '80s. I was a teenager. I think just seeing a woman in a leotard just automatically turned me on.
So in 1961,
I remember being kind of turned on by it.
1961, West Side Story with Natalie Wood.
Oh yeah,
my dad's favorite joke. What kind of wood floats?
Yeah,
Natalie.
No, doesn't float.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, if you drown, I think you. That's where I was autistic as a kid, because when I would hear that joke, I was like, "Well, if you're dead, you probably do float." Because you go like lifeless.
Oh yeah,
you probably float to the top.
Float,
that's why you have to tie rocks to a dead body.
Well, I guess also you begin to decompose and gases and you blow it. And you could raise up. Yeah, that's why they put.
But that's so. Either way, that joke didn't make sense because wood does float, and so do corpses. So
what type of wood doesn't float?
Yeah,
wood doesn't float.
Yeah, I get that it is Natalie Wood, but also Natalie Wood probably did. That's how they found her. She was floating.
Yeah, the story of that is that's definitely a weird
here's something
Hollywood
we've
story.
talked about weirdly this week, even today. At the time of this recording, My Own Private Idaho by Gus Van Sant is released.
In 1991.
91.
Yep. My senior year of college.
Crocious he went to that movie and he put on Jesus Jones while he was going because he wanted to get hyped up.
I'm alive and I'm waiting. That's the song I have in my script. It's the truth. I have that
That's
song.
a good song.
You know, right here, right now.
Watching the world wake up.
You got to understand
history.
the falling of the Berlin Wall falling and the Soviet Union collapsing was a huge deal. Like that was the paradigm. That was the enemy for almost 50 years. The first 22 years of my life, that was imprinted on my mind. And when that went away, there was a sense of just like, I don't know. For me, it was a sense of relief. Like, oh, nuclear war isn't so as inevitable. You know, but now they have this clock they used to have, like the
doomsday clock.
The doomsday clock, exactly. And I guess right after the Cold War ended, it was at 17 minutes. It was the lowest it ever had been. And like at the height of the Cold War, it was like 2 minutes. They say it's actually a minute and a half right now. That we're closer to nuclear war now than we've ever been.
Yeah,
since dropping the bombs.
I believe it.
And not with necessarily this country
living on the edge, baby.
India and Pakistan. They're mortal enemies, and and Kashmir is a region that they really fight over, and it's like, and they both have nuclear weapons. That's actually the area they think it might actually happen there if it would happen. Not necessarily the United States, which is like. Again, I don't know the conditions that would create that decision. That's a pretty intense decision, you know, and
really
it's like
a rigged cricket match, maybe.
You know,
that's like one of the only times they'll ever get together is to play cricket.
Wow.
I was reading.
Yeah.
It's an intense cricket rivalry. They play like once in a blue moon, like hardly ever.
Oh, and I'm sure it's
a huge event.
Yeah, I'm sure it's watched by a lot of people, and I mean, there's been military flare-ups and skirmishes there and stuff. And they literally have no relations whatsoever, yet they have a border, you know, and I mean, none. I mean, it is, so they think that, and I think Pakistan's got several hundred nuclear weapons, and I think India's got like several hundred nuclear weapons too. Yeah. So they could really do some damage, you know, and so they think that, but I just can't see the conditions happening for that. I mean, I kind of get the end of the.
Do you know what I see conditions for, Crow? Right here, love.
Exactly.
Well, hey, the only thing nuclear is their chemistry.
You know, she's
cute. Giving him a smirk. He probably just asked, "Hey, let's get some coffee at bar tomorrow?"
Exactly. We're going to the bar.
Let's go to bar.
In this area, dude, it is just called bar. It is
I believe that.
Porch, that's what it's like.
Yep.
The bars though are not decorated for shit. They
no
do shit.
Oh, you probably.
I bet there's some good dive bars there.
If you go to a line dancing club like this, it was a lot bigger, but. That's really big down there too.
Yeah.
People go out, and we went out there. We got there late, and we didn't learn the dances like early. We went out there and tried to dance, and they got pissed at us.
Yeah, because you were missing. Yep.
You're messing up the line.
Oh well, it's probably just a set too. Like if you put a beer on it, it'll just fall through.
You know, I got to be honest with you. I would look down at that at one time in my life. I think it's kind of cool.
Once you get
it was fun.
Dog, these places are fun. Once you get a couple tater tots in you. You're fucking feeling the flow. You get some.
But you see, they're having fun together. Look at this.
Well, yeah, he's teaching her. She's a liberal elite from New York.
Exactly.
She doesn't know about.
She knows calculus.
Now this is line dancing.
Don't math degree.
Now this is line dancing. So don't grind that tush into me. Yeah. Like you wouldn't.
Leave some room for Jesus.
Yeah, like you would in New York.
Titties.
Don't treat me like Kevin Arnold.
There's the token black guy. You see. And black woman, there we go.
Just as scared as ever.
Yeah,
I bet there's some good dive bars down there.
There was a black guy in my show, and I don't think there was another black guy who worked there in the entertainment department.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, but I really think it was just my friend.
Yeah.
On my show.
Yeah. I believe that.
And he was like the hype man who got everybody pumped up. I'm sure they love that.
Oh, that's classic.
Dollywood? Like that was him at the beginning of the
show. Are you ready to see 7 white boys who kind of can dance?
No, the dancers we have are very good.
Yeah.
You know what? You made me think when you were talking about the butterfly going up and bursting into a starburst.
Yeah.
I did not see this, but a friend of mine went and saw the tiger guy. I'm sorry, the
Tiger King?
Siegfried and Roy. Siegfried and Roy.
Oh, right.
They saw
Vegas?
him in Vegas, but this is before obviously he got eaten.
Right.
But they said like the beginning of the show, that's just a packed theater. I mean, that's a big show. It's a production.
Yeah.
There's an animatronic, like they're both two German boys, and they give the backstory to Siegfried and Roy, like how they got into. And one of them like, what? And they had these thick German accents, and they were like lederhosen. He's like talking. I knew I had the power of magic when I was a young boy. I was like, and I had the power to train animals. And they both come out, and they're like it's like linear graphics, like on the video game Battlezone.
Yeah.
Like those green, and that's how they introduced the show. And she said she fucking lost. She just burst into laughter.
Yeah, Vegas shows are just like theme park shows.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just like way bigger budget, I guess, but it's a similar feeling of
Yes.
just kind of like
it's the height of it.
Goofy, campy, very, very campy performance.
Which has its place. It has its place.
Oh, yeah,
Hollywood
I love
had its
Vegas
camp, like late 60s. Late 60s, there was definitely a time when camp was big in Hollywood. You know, a lot of Russ Meyer movies and just sort of goofy movies. You know, the camp, and obviously think of Batman.
She's just like, honestly,
There's
I've
camp
never been at a bar and not been on Molly by this time. So
I'm not sweating profusely.
Where's the weird guy with the drugs in the bathroom? I didn't see him.
Where's the guy handing out water and I'll just squeeze the bottle all night?
I'm supposed to eat this?
Yeah. None of these people's jaws are just jacking randomly. No one's geeked
Which
up
is
in
actually
here.
not accurate because the hill people love their meth, man.
Oh, dude. And off in the
on.
distance, you probably just hearing a gunshot and then a fucking dish detergent bottle just exploding off in the background.
Just cascading glass. yeah. It used to be moonshine. Now it's,
Yeah.
That's
that's a big thing there, too. They have, like, all these moonshine distilleries, like,
Yeah.
along the pathway. And, like, they do, like,
I've
free
drank
moonshine tastings. You can get loaded.
you get drunk as,
Pop from
Dude, moonshine
tasting a
fucks
couple
you up
times.
hard.
Oh, yeah. You'll be out of your mind, dude.
It's like the motherly saying, you'll go blind. It's like jerking off.
I remember my father, who was a lifelong alcoholic. I remember him just being like, "Whoa, Adam." He was like giving me fatherly advice, like, "You drink moonshine, be careful. It sneaks up on you."
Hey, Crow.
It sneaks up because
They shine. They shine.
They shine. You the Scatman Crothers.
I love Scatman.
Scat. We were shining.
Have you ever seen The Shining, Jeff?
The Shining?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Scatman Crothers is like weird black guy.
He's good though.
He's
like,
so good in it.
He's able to communicate telepathically with this young child.
Wait, like the Scatman, the guy from the
From the Paula Abdul video.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Scatman Crothers was an actor. Like he was in a Bronco Billy, which was a Clint Eastwood movie. He was Hong Kong.
Let me pull up a picture
Phooey.
for you. I'm gonna.
You'll recognize him. He was in Twilight Zone, the movie. You ever seen Twilight Zone, the movie with like John Lithgow?
There's a lot of things that like people say, "Wow,
that's from '83 though, man. I mean, you wouldn't. I mean, you were a kid. I went to it in the theater, man.
Oh, okay.
But he was. He played the wise black man.
Oh, yeah, I recognize him. Sure.
Yeah.
He had this very distinct.
He
voice.
looks like Lou Gossett Jr.'s dad.
You know. And he would be very sincere when he spoke, and you would listen.
Pretty
to him.
He was born in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Yeah, but at the same time, he had a career, man. I mean, he really did. I mean, he was in The Shining. He gets murdered by
He played Louis the Garbage Man on Chico and the Man.
Oh, Chico and the Man. When Freddie Prinze committed suicide, big deal in my life.
Yeah, he was fucking 16 years old. That's a big deal anytime.
I was 7. I was 7 because I liked Chico and the Man, which was basically All in the Family cast such a shadow over the 70s. Every show just, okay, he'll be like Archie Bunker. It was Chico, this Latin guy, obviously, and the Man, who was the guy who ran he had a gas station that I think he ran in L.A., and he was a crusty old man, and there was like, the racial tension. But Freddie Prinze was a known comic at that time. He was like a respected comic, but he had a severe pill problem and depression.
Coke too.
Yeah, I think it was mid-70s stand-up. That must have been a fucking
How
wild
baller
time.
is this too? He blew his head off while he was on the phone with his wife.
Who?
Freddie Prinze.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't think it was instant too. I think he didn't. I don't think
Not
he did
baller,
it well.
but I'm saying like that's
Hardcore,
balls.
man.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
But she says thinking like after like working through it, she goes, "I'm glad I was there with him when it happened."
Wow.
Like I know exactly what his mental state was when he died.
Yeah.
Like I was the last person he talked to.
Yeah, I think he had a severe drug problem. And he was young, and
he was 22 when
was
he blew his
really,
head off.
really
he was
thrust
22
into it,
and
yeah.
had it, and I think he did Letterman or Carson when he
did
was
Carson.
like 17.
Yeah,
and then got famous immediately because that's what happened.
Yeah,
and then he did like 2 seasons of Chico and the Man and just blew his nose out with cocaine and then a gun.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, I guess he was. Back then too. Like, I think they'd give you. He had a lot of pills he'd take, but they were like, "Oh,
Ludes.
the
that
doctors."
was the lude. That was the peak of ludes.
The doctors give me this pill. It's a good thing. I know.
Those don't seem to go well in any of the stories.
No, because they drink them with wine and shit.
Yeah, you get fucked up. Yeah.
Freddie Prinze liked ludes and fucking Crown Royal. That was his fucking.
Yeah, I remember that being a big deal when he, and who knows, his kid that would become this, known actor, at least was, But yeah, I remember Freddie Prinze. I was a fan of Chico and the Man. You know what his catchphrase was? Here's his catchphrase in Chico and the Man. Can I give it to you? It was very a Latin stereotype. He's like, looking good. That was the catchphrase of Chico's character on Chico and the Man. Looking good.
Yeah.
That was.
And then they had that old man that looked like an old dog.
Well, it was Jack Albertson from,
an old sad dog.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
Grandfather
Uncle,
Willy
it was
Wonka and the
Grandpa
Chocolate
Joe.
Factory.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe's lazy
Jack
ass.
Albertson was the actor.
As a kid, because I loved Willy Wonka, but I'm like, so these grandparents they can't walk because they just refuse to get out of bed for so long.
Which I think that's hilarious. It's got a camp to it.
Like part of me thinks when they're trying to be like, oh, just try Grandpa Joe. I'd be like, no, let's kick this old fucker off the bed. Walk, you're 65 years old.
Yeah, you can still do it.
In the movie, though.
But they're supposed to be like they're cartoonishly poor that make him have a heart of gold. That's why you want Jimmy to win because he's an honest, good person.
Crow, I don't know if you've ever heard the story of the boy who got everything he ever wanted. Did you know he lived happily ever after? When I was a kid, that really charged me up. When I would hear that, that would really put like childlike wonder in my heart. When I would be like, you know what, he does live happily ever after.
Yeah.
And then my apartment burned down, and I was like, I don't know.
Things like that. Wow, that's crazy. You survived the fire.
Yeah.
You survived the fire.
Well, I mean, none of our shit got burned. The wind was blowing the fire away, and the firefighters were fighting because the apartment next to us caught on fire. So this dude was fixing a pipe, and a spark from a soldering torch flew behind the wall and just lit the wall on fire behind
Tinderbox Drive.
Oh, man. Dude, and the outside of the apartment was made of like cedar shakes and shit.
Yeah.
So me and my dad were playing NHL 97. Like on Sunday night, I was always waiting for my mom to pick us up. My dad gets a phone call. He hangs up and he just goes, "So everyone's okay, but your apartment's on fire. So you're staying here tonight." And I was just like, "Okay," and we just kept playing.
Yeah.
And then I worked through the game. It really hit me.
Yeah.
But like, see that teddy bear on my bed, Bob?
Yeah.
He had to go through a process to get de-smoked.
Yeah.
I've had that bear since I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep. I had Sleepy. I had a teddy bear.
So that was the worst. And then we moved into a new apartment, but it was way smaller because my stepdad had like a penthouse.
Yeah.
So we didn't like it. So that's when we moved back to Sauk Village, to like the burbs of Chicago. Because this was when we lived in Cherville.
Yeah, in Indiana.
In Northwest Indiana.
Oof.
And we got a good deal on the house. So his ex-wife let us rent this house that she was like a real estate agent.
Yeah.
And then one day, years later, she was just like, let's just say your rent payments were a mortgage. You guys have this house now.
Wow.
She just gave us a house, dude.
Wow.
That's white privilege.
Yeah, I get that also,
Privilege.
And your dad blew that too?
No, that was my stepdad and my mom.
My
dad lived with his parents almost always.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And he was in some sort of other person's house.
Post-divorce.
Yeah. He has his own 05 until now he's at his own place. But even then, I've lived with him. My sisters lived with him.
Yeah.
The few times he truly lived by himself, he was falling out from having drunk cocaine crack seizures.
Yeah.
But that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of those things where when people, like when my dad was going through his health problems, people were like, I think expecting me to be more emotional because everyone was like down, but like I had so been preparing for that.
Yeah.
And then once I knew he was going to be okay, I was just like, all right, like.
Yeah. Has he been permanently damaged by that though? Or is
he doesn't remember most of the year of 2016. Like he doesn't physically remember watching the Cubs win the World Series.
Wow.
Like he just
and that's something he would remember.
Like he says,
yeah.
He goes, I know it happened, but I don't remember watching the game.
Yeah. So I got to win another one.
I got a great bit out of it. Because the first line of the Cubs World Series documentary is no one will forget where they were when the Cubs won the World Series. That's obviously not true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the way we found out is when he first came out of he had a stroke. He had 60 seizures in one night and a stroke and was down. Like,
Yeah.
couldn't talk. And the reason it happened is because he was having seizures just from his body being fucked up from alcohol.
Yep.
And just partying. And when he was in the hospital for a prolonged period of time, and while he was in the hospital, he started withdrawing from alcohol.
Ooh.
And the nurse said, "You're lucky we didn't know he was this bad, because if we knew he was an alcoholic, we would have released him." Because hospitals aren't prepped to handle that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you can fucking
yeah.
die
They don't
from
have,
alcohol.
like,
Yeah.
IVs of alcohol
Well,
to
yeah,
give
I think
you?
don't they also have like rooms sometimes in hospitals where you gotta almost put someone into a room
Yeah.
as they detox and stuff.
So-
because I think it's the only drug they say that you truly can die from withdrawal.
So the stroke and
Even heroin,
benzos and pills,
Really?
benzodiazepam, you can die from that.
Yeah, I've heard
The
that
withdrawal of
too.
it from the withdrawal.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah.
It put your body into shock because you're
Yeah.
so
You're
physically addicted to it.
Super used
Yep.
to it, yeah.
So he had the stroke from the last time I saw him pre-stroke, because he went in and really bad. Like one of my dad's friends found him with his tongue hanging out.
Yeah.
Like he had a seizure and he was home alone.
Ugh.
So he was just laying on his couch, seizured out for hours.
Ugh.
And then like he couldn't talk for like a whole week.
Ooh.
And then he started getting better, but that was when the alcohol
Had truly kind of withdrawn from
yeah.
the system.
And I was telling my mom, he was in the hospital for a week. He hadn't smoked weed, smoked a cigarette, had a beer, drank a pop, sugar. His
Yeah.
body was just freaking the fuck
Yeah.
out. And I remember when I saw him, he would talk and then he would just
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the next day they were like he had a stroke. Like through the night he got fucked up. And
Wow.
then the next day when he came out of it, they told us like he shouldn't be alive right now.
Wow.
Like he had 60 seizures and a stroke like that. And his like they were truly impressed that like they were like he should not be alive right now.
Wow.
And then when he first came out of it, they asked him, "Who's the president?" Oh no, they go. They were just asking him shit, and then
Right, yeah, exactly,
and then my
yeah.
uncle goes, "When did the Cubs win the World Series?" And he goes, "The Cubs haven't won the World Series."
Yeah.
And that's when they were like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "This was hilarious." He goes, "But I remember that fucking Trump is president."
Oh, he did. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
So he remembered that, but he couldn't remember the World Series. So it was like a week.
Yeah.
The week
Well, there was like a week in between. Yeah, yeah.
is where he lost.
Well,
yeah.
that's why it was a huge celebration in Chicago, but it was like there was an immediate blanket put on it because then Trump won, and it was like I remember people were happy about it, but it was like
And
not
do you
the
know
big
what
deal.
he did too? That's weird. He compressed shit. Like when he remembers stuff, he still, I think, in his memory doesn't realize that he was in the hospital off and on for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like I think in his memory, the way it's put together is he had one seizure at work.
Yeah.
He went into the hospital. He got fucked up in the hospital, and then but we had to tell him like, no, this had been happening every couple of years, like, and because he had to quit working.
Yep.
Like at one point they were like, you can't work anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when he was filing for disability because he was just fucked up. He needs new knees. Even to this day, he needs 2 brand new knees.
Yeah.
Like
that construction, man. Construction
he
is
used
a
to
tough
grab
industry.
beams. He was an iron worker. He said he used to grab beams and just one hand walk them like 2 miles across job sites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when my dad grabs you, he can almost snap your arm in half.
Yeah, his hands are strong as hell.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
He would-
jerking off like for?
Do you know why I'm
like
so
a-
flinchy? When you come up to me, I'll
Yeah.
flinch because when my dad used to play, and this isn't like abuse or anything,
Yeah.
but you know how your dad kind of like play fights with you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He would punch me on the arm and like
It would hurt.
rock me, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
So whenever I knew he was coming, I had to like brace myself. And sometimes I would be like, dude, stop. Like when he was drunk, that's when he would start,
Yeah,
hey, you
yeah.
pussy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't be
I
gay.
don't mean to laugh, man. Just
Oh, no, it's fine.
but it's hilarious.
He was, my dad was the shit.
Yeah. The whole like
He just was. He would get hammered when he would start fucking with schnapps and Goldschlager.
yeah.
That's when he would get mean.
Oh, really?
Because when he was drunk on beer, he was like silly, and you can
Yeah.
like joke around with him. But
Yeah.
like once he was on the hard liquor, little shit would set him off. Like he'd tell a joke, and you'd laugh, and then he'd start like he'd hit it too hard.
Yeah.
And by that you'd just be like, all right, like.
yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
talking now. Like
Yeah.
we're trying to watch this movie.
Yeah.
And his game is he would say that you were calling him an asshole when really you would just be like, no, like I'm just trying to
Yeah.
just be quiet for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
But he would keep saying that you were calling him an asshole, that you would finally just call him an asshole. And then he won. So then he could just be like, I knew it, you and your new dad. And you just be like, oh, God, here we go.
Man. Yeah. This is, tell you what, there's a Tolstoy quote. Every happy family is alike. Every unhappy family is unalike in their own way. You know? Which I think is totally accurate.
What a good thing to say in that very picturesque picture of a home.
Because this is not in the Hallmark world. This is it's a juxtaposition. Our show has turned into that.
Maybe that's why you like this shit, Keith.
Oh, I think so.
Oh, dude, I think I've told this story before. So there was this show on TV called Still Standing. It was with fucking Jamie Gertz and this fucking fat British guy who pretended to have a Chicago accent for it. It was about this suburban family in Chicago. He worked at a fucking department
Gertz is
store.
from Chicago.
He worked at a department store. She was a stay-at-home wife. It was just like they were a snarky fucking Midwestern couple. It was a fantastic show. And I remember I was watching a marathon of that, and I was at my dad's trailer, and there were a couple, like a whole summer where my dad hadn't worked at the trailer park yet. He was like still trying to live off side jobs post economic decline, post 08.
Yeah.
08 killed the side job market.
Yeah, absolutely.
My dad made a living off just like, hey, I'll build your deck.
Yeah.
And they would pay my dad $2,000 to build a deck in their backyard.
Yep.
That went away in 08.
Yeah.
So we were really struggling to pay rent and like
Yeah.
have food. And I remember I walked out of my room. I was so thirsty, and the water in the trailer park is disgusting. It's
course,
like
I'm sure
rusty
it's
and like
carcinogenic. It's like
eggy and shit. Like sometimes you even have to boil it before you drink it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was we usually have bottled water separate. We had like a water cooler, and that was empty. And like it was either egg water, or I remember opening the fridge, and the only thing in the fridge were condiments and 3 cans of Busch Light. And
you drank Busch Light.
I battled with it. At first, I wanted a new life.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that for a while, because I remember thinking my first thought, I was like, dude, I want to live in Still Standing. Like they always have food.
Yeah.
Like they have an episode where their hot water heater goes out, and it's like the comical of it is, when are they going to buy the new water heater?
Yeah.
He can afford it, but he's just like, not yet. They go through all these series of like cold water situations where like 10 minutes into like before he's like, fine, I'll buy it type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like those are such like commercial problems.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or like I always wanted to live in a commercial because it's always bright, and like the worst things
Like
that happen,
Dollywood.
and like the worst things that happen are fine because the product is gonna fix it for you.
Yeah.
So like your kid destroys your house, or like you can't pay your mortgage, but fucking Peter J. motherfucker is gonna fix your loan for you.
Yeah.
Call this number. You live in the commercial. You're fine.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
I wanted to write a TV show about someone who's trapped in a commercial.
Interesting. You know,
because it'd be great.
Yeah. No, that would be.
But but then I remember I thought of all of that about how I wanted to live in fiction, and then I remembered taking that can of Busch Light and just crushing it. Like, you know, when it's just passing through your throat, like it's just nourishment.
Yeah.
I didn't taste it. I was like, this is survival.
Yeah.
Like it's this, or I'm Bear Grylls-ing my piss next.
Man.
Or I could drink fucking.
I mean, that's what Busch Light is, though. It is
it's disgusting.
Yeah, you're right. I
disgusting.
told you, the plumbing at my place right now, I've let it run for like 30 seconds to get the rotten egg smell out of it.
Yeah.
And I have a Brita pitcher, which is probably a nothing. That's literally a drop in the bucket.
Also, with the trick I learned too is
the plumbing's gross.
I did realize there was ice in the fridge. So I remember I took a bunch of ice and put it in a cup and then went to bed. And when I woke up in the middle of the night, there was a glass of water.
And it was a nice cool glass.
Oh, it felt so good.
Yeah.
So good. My whole body. You ever be so hot?
Yes.
And you take a drink of water and your whole body gets cold and you're like, I think I might have a heart attack.
Yeah.
This feels great.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But I you know, that's my go-to drink. I hydrate all the time. I had it today.
Yeah.
I drank too much last
I got
night.
cotton mouth hard right now.
You do? I hear you, man.
Yeah.
So how's this? Where are we looking
We're at an
time-wise
hour
right now?
5. We can tail out. We can do. You want me to fast forward to the end to see?
Yeah,
the kiss,
let's
the
see
love
what happens.
kiss?
Yeah.
You know, I have a feeling.
We got about 20 minutes left.
I got a feeling things work out in this one.
Let's go to chapter 9.
I could.
Dolly pops in at some point.
Yeah, she's got to be at the very end, right?
Let's see.
Thanks all for watching my movie.
Look at this guy. They're so like the headset guy who's like he's taking all the brunt.
God, the coloring is terrible.
They're lighting the big tree. It just has a fucking swastika on
there's
it.
a problem.
There's
There she
Dolly.
is.
Press, don't want Dolly to be mad. I'll fucking have
Here it
your
is.
head.
There's the.
I checked the master boot drive.
Yeah, she's all about butterflies.
Is she? I've heard she has tattoos on her, like her whole body. That's why she wears long sleeves all the time.
I think so. I think you're right.
That she's like straight up sleeved in tattoos. I'm telling you, she's probably done
All
meth
worked out.
and played the knife game with people.
I was gonna make a point about meth being huge, like in rural America. That again, when I think of the '80s, being a teenager, I've made this point before. That was the time of crack, when crack truly hit.
Yeah.
And it was very kind of racial, and all the big cities had it. And like rural America there wasn't the same issue. Right? But now it's like the drug issue now is meth.
Crack was the
it's in rural
Adderall of its
America.
time.
It's the rural America thing, which is crazy to me. That's it's sad.
Well, thank God we found out it was whack. And
Yeah, I remember seeing that big mural when I went to New York in 1990 for my 21st birthday. Seeing a big
also,
mural,
there were a lot of
crack
signs.
is whack.
A lot of signs about VD.
They
called it VD.
Absolutely, venereal disease, VD. I still call it that.
Yeah, because you're 50 years old.
Exactly. What do you mean? Yeah. And what are you trying to say, Keith?
I've hung out with older people my whole life. Even when I was in high school, I was a freshman and I hung out with all my sister's friends.
Yeah.
I was always at least 4 years ahead of me, friend-wise. Even comic-wise. And when I was doing 5 years into doing stand-up in Chicago, I found out all my friends were 39 years old. They just looked great. Apparently Molly makes you look younger. So let's get to the kiss here. So we've seen Dolly.
And
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
they
here.
get a talk down.
Here, look at my phone. Let's take a selfie.
Oh, wait, these are nudes. Hold on. Go tell him on the mountain. Uh-oh. So she professed to Dolly that let me just unload all my problems.
Well, do you love him?
She was in 9 to 5, man. They're trying to remake that, I think.
Why wouldn't they?
It's definitely a stage show.
Oh, here we go. So is this Dollywood?
Oh yeah,
I don't know if this is actually Dollywood. To be honest, this doesn't look that familiar.
Oh, it's actually cold out there a little bit, maybe.
Look at that. He looks so suave all the time. Every one of his looks is just like that braceful eye. Trump tries to do that when he talks. That sucking he does. Literally him sucking air, like the phrase.
Will you ride the Thunderbird with me?
Yeah.
You got to admit it. It's pretty it's epic what's going on. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty incredible.
It is really like someone's doing a sketch of Hitler.
Yeah. It's they're working the kinks out.
Like a spoof of a dictator. Because he's dangerous, but a fool.
Yeah, I know. It's such a bizarre
Which is so
comedy.
much more dangerous.
Oh, I think in some
Because
level.
he could accidentally start wars.
The thing about with Hitler, there was actually a plan behind it. As demonic as it was, there was actually a thought process. This is just a random shoot. It's so bizarre.
Here's the kiss. This is how we end it.
Ooh, that's a kind of a weird kiss.
Now, grab that goose.
What was her line? What was her line?
I don't know. We can go
What'd she
back
say?
here.
Because she had to put an exclamation point on love. He's got to go in for the kiss.
Now, that's what I call a happy ending.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Wow.
Dolly,
I
that
thought it was
is
going to be
right.
more profound than that. I built it up in my mind because I respect Dolly.
Fuck you. You're looking for something more. Dude.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call a happy ending.
Dude, they did not.
You just
One-
you're not a lynching site.
1 year later, I bet you she's like 3/4 pregnant.
Yeah, she's knocked up.
Okay, no.
Or does she already have a kid?
It's for you. Dolly Parton got her a Christmas present.
It's my book. Why would Dolly give me a copy of my own book?
Oh, yeah, she's like on the side a children's book writer. That was like her.
She's behind. I'll fund your book. I think it's a great
I'll send it
shot.
out to all the little children in my book club.
We are pleased to inform you that your book has been chosen by Dolly's Imagination Library.
Yep.
I've had a career success.
I'm gonna sell 500 copies.
Actually, you won't because they give the books away for free to poor kids.
Do they?
Yeah, that's the whole idea behind the program.
So, but the author, she doesn't buy the rights to the book off you or
Maybe,
anything.
I don't know.
I'll give you $2,500 and a pat on the behind.
That's not the big money play.
Look at a
You know?
double.
Go.
kiss.
That's a long. There we go. They're obviously.
He's just like, can we finally have sex? All right, boys.
I've been waiting a year. Okay. Let's get in the sack. Okay?
All right. So, do you want to give your plugs? Do you have anywhere for people to go to find you?
You can find me opening up the show in MacArthur Park on Tuesday.
Yeah, right across the street.
At 4 p.m. What's the date of that? When is
Tuesday.
This come out?
Oh, this is going to be tomorrow. I'm dropping this tonight, Daddy.
Okay, well then I actually do have some dates.
Yeah.
Anybody who happens to watch this.
Well, where's is it in a bar somewhere?
MacArthur Park outside, 11 Pavilion, 4 p.m. You can see me.
Wow.
Or also Saturday the 24th, I'm doing a show in Eagle Rock. Nobody's gonna come. And then I'm gonna be in Fort Worth at the end of the month. So.
Hyenas.
Yeah, I'm gonna be infecting as many people as I can. Far
Texas
and wide as
keeps it open. They keep
yeah.
They don't keep the borders open, but they keep the
Yeah. And then I've got a podcast as well that you can listen to.
Yeah, I was on it.
Over Easy. Keith was on it.
Awesome.
And it's on all platforms.
I'm showing face. They know my virus scanner now. AVG free. My subscription expired. They charged me $50 and I got it back. Lied to them. All right, we're gonna go out. You can follow the show on Twitter at Keith Pazel. That's me everywhere. I'm the only one on the planet Earth. I promise. You can try looking.
Yeah.
You'll just find me or my cousin who's been on Mr. Show.
I'm gonna make a new one.
Okay. I'm Adam Crocious.
He's Adam Crocious.
He's
Insecure Comic. He's got it. His Twitter's great. It's a sleeper Twitter. He should have hundreds of thousands of followers.
I had a pretty good one yesterday, didn't I? One about JR. I couldn't remember who actually shot JR. It was really bothering me. I still don't really.
It was a dream. No one shot JR. It was a dream.
Well,
he wakes up later.
Well,
right?
No, actually, no. He got shot by a woman.
Okay.
And then he
very
ends up
progressive.
murdering her. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
All right.
We'll see you next week. Geoff will be back with
Good
a regular
times.
microphone.
A lot of fun.
And it'll sound better. All right. See you guys.